Welcome to episode 25 of the Mouse in the House podcast. We're in our Vince Carter Grizzlies era right now, number 25. And Sons.
That's not a
Um,
great song.
Why would you do that?
no, Vince Carter on the Grizzlies was good.
You really could have said Ben Simmons and you did that.
No, Ben Simmons is worse. No, I'm not doing that.
Prime Ben Simmons, though?
Whoa, we're not gonna do that to Ben Simmons.
That's how we're starting. Okay,
that's disrespectful.
I'll do that to Ben Simmons.
Oh, restart.
Ben Simmons developed
That's
a jumper.
disrespectful.
I'll do
Run
that
it
to
back,
Ben
bro. That's
Simmons.
disrespectful.
I'll do that to Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is coming back this year. He got a jumper now.
Oh, hell yeah. Still shoots with the left
It's
hand
over.
somehow. They've been
And
telling him to shoot with the
Zion-
right hand.
And Zion lost
The
weight.
season he does
Off-season staple.
38%.
Yeah.
It's very funny because they say like off-season stable, the Ben Simmons video. Usually it's multiple shots. This time it's just one shot. It's a mid-range.
Yeah. Ben Simmons has a jumper. Zion lost weight. Mitchell Robinson's practicing his free throws.
I didn't know about the third one. I just figured he never did that.
No.
I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
AI.
Obviously,
actually.
he's not.
If
Well,
I've ever been scrolling
he's not your problem anymore. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
I
not
see
your
a Mitchell
problem.
Robinson video, it's always him with a truck.
If I
Yeah,
see Mitchell Robinson
yeah.
video, it's always him with 27 different white people.
You ever seen that? You ever seen that one?
Basketball in 100 yards of him outside of Madison Square Garden.
You ever seen the one where he crosses up to people like in the summer video and like he pulls up from 40 feet?
Yep. Is that in high school? Was that in high school?
And I think that was like right after he entered the NBA.
Oh, that was when he was skinny. Yeah.
Yeah, he was still like super skinny then.
All right, we're a minute 50 and we still haven't introduced anybody. All right. Well, welcome to episode 25 of the Mouse in the House podcast, Vince Carter, Ben Simmons era. To my far top left, not to my top left because that's Grizz. To my far top left, we got my guy DiehardDerrick, diehard Miami Heat fan. Of course, over the moon right now because they just traded for some Greek guy and Bobby Portis. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just whatever. Go ahead. Introduce yourself. You do it better than I do, man. Come on.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Derrick, known as DiehardDerrick on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me there. I am so happy to be here. Kami, Grizz, Nix, and Russ. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I'm
what
glad
a professional podcast intro that was, man.
And it's way more than we deserve.
Gotta make a good first impression. Like,
yeah, make a good
first
impression.
terrible.
First impression is the last impression.
Let me tell you this. I used to make YouTube videos and record them on like my old Samsung phone, put it on top of my couch, and think I was Chris Move. So like,
Samsung Galaxy Light.
Honestly, man, I've been a so-called self-proclaimed content creator for a long time.
Everybody is, to be fair.
At least procrastination wasn't kicking your ass. I can't say the same. And also one thing, I'm glad you promoted yourself in your socials because I gotta tell people to do that. They're like, is this the part where I promote my socials? No, you went straight into it. Good job, man. Good job. Anyways, we are a little bit late, a few days late to this trade, but we're gonna start it off by just saying that we already did the Milwaukee Bucks part of this. We had our guy Deuce on, and now we got you on to talk about the Miami Heat. So first off, you want to just tell us a little bit about your initial thoughts before the trade? Like, how were you thinking of the team's season if y'all hadn't made the trade, and how y'all felt going into it where you're like, are we going to get him? Are we not going to get him? Is Boston going to get him? Is some other team going to get him? Is he going to stay put? Because we all thought he was staying put. All four of us thought he was staying put. Isn't that right? All four of us.
Nothing ever happens.
Matter of fact, this is the funny thing. If you look at our episode after the finals when Grizz came back, we did like is he going to stay? Is he going to leave? I think we got everybody wrong. And we got everybody wrong.
There was, it was Giannis. Randall was there. I think
Randall
LaMelo.
was wrong. Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown,
Yeah, Jaylen Brown was wrong. Trey Murphy, the one guy we thought would get traded, is not getting traded now.
Dead wrong on every single one.
He's a good dude. Don't worry about it.
Every single thing. You know what? Make us right. Trade for him, please. We need to go 1 for 11.
I'm pretty sure I was not in agreement on trade everything because I swear their asking prices always been too high.
It was always too high, but I
We
thought
need
George
4
was
first
gonna
round
bite.
picks for a guy.
Even when they lowered it, I'm like, no, that's not how it goes. You're trying to sell me something. I don't want to buy it. Move around, loser.
Anyways, Derek, how did you feel going into that, knowing that before the trade became a possibility, and then while it was becoming a possibility, and then initial thoughts after it happened? Please.
Well, I can really say that I was really like believing a lot of the hype. I was watching really this one YouTuber, I think his name's Sporting Logically,
Oh, I know
and
him. I know
he
him.
makes
Tucker. Yeah.
right. So I was keeping up with his content and with the Giannis content. It was keep saying, "Oh, Miami Heat's real possibility. Miami Heat has the best deal." And for a while, I've just been like so pessimistic about Miami offseason because I've went through like 3, 4, 7 straight off seasons of like, oh, we're running it back.
He went from 3 and 4 to 7. That's how you know it's legit.
You know, we're running it back, and I've just felt so tired about, you know, having this roster that clearly was made to get into the play-in every year.
Playing Warriors.
Right, us, the Bulls, the Hawks, you know. It's always been like that. I wanted a change. I wanted to at least have a real direction. And I fell for the hype. I was like, no, I can't believe I'm falling for it again.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing ever happens until it happened. And man, I was on the moon.
On the moon or over the moon? Is that a phrase?
I guess. I think it's over the moon.
Over the moon, but whatever. You're Kid Cudi, I guess that works. On the moon, yeah. But yep, Cudi prop. I did that for you, Knicks. Why did you put the fist up for the Cudi prop?
Oh, I was just doing like this. I wasn't doing that. I was doing this. Yes.
Okay. But when they found it was between you guys and Boston. It was you guys and Boston, and I think the thing was at the time. Well, I don't think I know because I called Knicks after the trade. And I'll get to that in a second. But the thing was that Boston was not going to offer Hugo Gonzalez and Baylor Shireman, or it was like one or the other. We're not going to offer both. We're not going to offer either. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was something like that. Like, when I saw that, I thought the Celtics were very stupid, and I still think they're very stupid. I thank Hugo Gonzalez and Baylor Shireman every day that they didn't do that because I did not want to see that team.
You mean, but they got Paul George.
Shout out to Paul George. Shout out to Paul George. Shout out to Paul George. But when you found out that they weren't going to offer Hugo and Baylor Shireman, did you also think they were stupid? Because we did.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't really look in too much on what the Celtics were doing and more so of what the Miami Heat were going to do. And I was still feeling like, oh, so if the Celtics are out, I'm still super pessimistic to where, oh yeah, so Giannis is just going to stay on the Bucks.
That's
right?
Exactly what we thought. That's exactly what we thought.
I really was not confident that Pat Riley was going to wake up from the nursing home and actually do something, but he did.
To be fair, he was probably in the middle of a Sopranos rewatch, so you know we gotta give him that. And also, when I asked them, what do you think Giannis's destination is going to be next season? I said Bucks. Russ said Bucks. Nick said Bucks. Grizz said hell. Do you still think it's hell, Grizz?
Actually, Grizz was actually right.
This either way I was gonna win.
I mean, down south.
I mean, it's Florida. It might as well be hell. It's fucking hot.
I'm saying.
Grizz,
yeah.
I just playing basketball in 97 degrees.
When you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? When you got it, you got it.
Grizz, you gotta pull the respectful handshake thing that you were talking about after when we were talking about the wrestling thing. You know, whenever somebody loses, and they take the handshake anyway. That's what you gotta pull off. Yep. Yeah. Now everything's okay. Now everything's okay. Now it doesn't even matter if they
Why
lost.
does everybody
Right?
hurt their rib when they lose? Like
I don't know.
why in order to show respect must my rib be hurt? Why can't
Jey
my
Uso,
leg hurt?
Jey Uso's a serial offender of that.
Please would
Anyways,
catch a chair to the skull and they'll grab their rib. It's like what?
anyways, there's no wrestling talk for now until later when something happens, because right now nothing ever happens. Punk and Cody
nothing ever
absolutely.
does happen. Well, I mean, the G1 final was yesterday. That was pretty fire.
That's not mainstream enough. That's not mainstream
Ooh,
enough. They don't know about that. They don't know about that. They don't know about that. They don't know about that.
Ooh.
What about for our
What
Japanese
is
viewers?
that?
It means something for our Japanese viewers.
How many? 4 Japanese viewers that we've had
Something
ever?
for our one.
Wow, you're
Japanese
saying the
viewer.
4 Japanese viewers don't matter now?
Hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I'm putting the fist up for everything now.
Wow,
I'm putting the fist up for everything. Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. There you go. Anyways, so Derrick, when you first got, I don't know if you were refreshing Shams' page or everything. How did you find out?
How did I find out? I think I was at work, and
You were
like,
didn't that happen at 12 a.m.?
Mark, what's that?
Some of us got early
Oh
jobs,
no. Okay, I remember what happened.
Okay, I was about to say.
I was asleep.
I was about to
How dare
say.
you work at the midnight hour?
Graveyard
God
shift.
forbid.
Damn.
No. I remember because I was definitely asleep. Right. When it happened, I woke up to like a whole bunch of messages on my phone, like, "Oh, Giannis," and of course I'm thinking, okay, so he's not gone to us, and so I checked Twitter. First thing on my timeline, Giannis goes to the Bucks for Tyler Heat.
Giannis goes to the Heat, not the Bucks.
Yeah, Giannis goes to the Heat, of course.
Sorry, you're stuck on nothing ever happens mode. We get it.
I know, right? Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, Picks, Hame, and I think it was Kasparis. A whole bunch of picks, and as I said, like I just woke up. I immediately jump out of bed, like I'm doing like the fist pumps. I'm doing all of the Russell Westbrook emotes. It's like
now I do what I want.
Right. I'm so hype. Right.
Hey, shout out to Russ. Great career.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I look at like my group chats, right? And because everybody has once hated the Heat before or still hates the Heat, everyone is saying, "Oh, overpay." I don't care, honestly.
I don't blame you.
Because my whole time, like after the trade happened and once I saw what the trade was either we overpay for Giannis or the Bucks take the deal from the Celtics, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't care at all, and I am going to an extent miss the players that we gave up, mostly Khalil Ware, but
Dang, no Tyler Hero love.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
I have some Tyler Hero love. I'm sure we're going to get to like how Tyler Hero took the trade, but
he didn't take the trade well.
I did feel a connection to all 4 of those players, even though Kasparis was a rookie still.
He didn't really play much.
Right, but Tyler Hero was with us during the bubble. So right. That's 4 players that I'm going to at least hope that they are somewhat successful in Milwaukee.
And Jaime was really good. Jaime's a great player too.
Jaime was really good. Had a excellent rookie season, right? And a really great mid-range shot. Was
defense.
was really trying to be a core 3-and-D player. Wasn't all the way there as a 3-point shooter, but excellent defense as well. Khalil Ware, I loved
getting there.
Right. Yeah. I loved the minutes that Ware and Bam shared together. There was a long time that I felt that for Bam to get the most out of Bam's game, we have to have Bam as a power forward and a 7-foot center.
Tall guy, yeah.
Right, because if you remember, Bam Adebayo's first All-Star was when he was next to I believe it was Myers Leonard. So, right.
Let's not talk about Miles Turner in this current climate. Not Miles Leonard in this current climate.
Right, absolutely not.
I'll leave it at that.
Right. But I had a feeling for a while before he really solidified himself as a rim protecting 5. But like I got back into that kind of thought process when Ware came into his own and was really developing. I had a pretty close connection to all 4 of the players that we gave up.
Now with Ware, I want to ask about him specifically because I like Ware. Russ loves Ware too. We were talking about how we might have been able to trade for him, but then we got Zubac and whatever is whatever. But a lot of people were saying that with Ware, it's a lot of motor issues. Would you say that's true? Like he just doesn't like try and stuff. That's what people have been saying about him.
Yeah, I can definitely get that point because I do think that Ware realizes that he's not the number one option and that he probably shouldn't think that he's the number one option. That there's a higher chance of getting a bucket with the ball being in Bam's hand and Hero's hand. So he wasn't very aggressive unless he had a clear shot under the basket. He had a little bit of range further out, but wasn't very consistent. For a big man, of course, yes. But we all knew that there was a leap that Ware could have taken if he felt more comfortable. And I'm sure he could have gotten to that point with more time, but I would love to see that to happen in Milwaukee. Wishing the best for Ware.
I hope he does, but he's not going to start at center because of because of Miles Turner. And I hope that they trade that man Miles Turner soon, but I don't know if they can because he has that trade kicker on him. I don't know if they can. Somehow every podcast episode has turned into a Miles Turner slander fest, and I will not apologize for that. Anyways,
the
bad man.
You know what's crazy? He said somehow it turns into a Miles Turner slander fest. The somehow is him bogarting the show.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I will say
that's the first time he's brought up the trade kicker. Every time I brought it up, he's like, "Oh yeah, and that." Every other time he's like, "He is so bad."
Fair. I'm not saying you're wrong for that. Screw him too. I'm just saying.
I keep forgetting he has that trade kicker. That's just. Man,
I don't think he'll end up starting over him though. No Kessel. Like even if he don't leave, I just think he will.
You think Ware will start over Miles?
Buck the system
not like first game, but like game 50.
4 or 5. What about 4 and 5?
I mean, they're not competing, so it is what
I could definitely see 4 and 5. I for now I think
to the bench, buddy.
I I do think
don't
Ware begins the season off the bench. I wouldn't want that. I'm sure they're gonna get the most out of Miles and Ware playing at the same time, but I think Ware might end up being the best big man on that team by the end of the season. So
arguably he already is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Arguably he already is. Anyways,
Miles and Ware on the same, on the court at the same time. That sounds disgusting.
It's weird, but what I remember from when Miles and Sabonis were on the same team, on the same, starting at the same time. Miles played the center, Sabonis played the 4, but it was always that Sabonis was the center on offense and Miles was the center on defense. It was this weird, wacky thing that we had going on, which at some point KP finally realized that this isn't working, and Sabonis and Miles were both struggling. Because, Russ, you remember after Miles got traded, after Sabonis got traded, Miles had a scoring explosion, and Sabonis was the best center for the 3 points, good enough. Sabonis had his best year with the Kings. He averaged, I think, 20 and 8. And they had that one really good year, and then we're not going to talk about what happened after. Mike Brown, you were crucified for no damn reason.
Light the beam, light the beam.
They've been the same players for probably the last 4 years. So
really have.
I mean, to be fair to both players, both of them were really young when that whole thing was going on. So I don't vilify anybody for thinking that they could have grown better players.
No.
Neither one of them had 5 years of experience, so they very well could have been. I mean, in theory, there's an alternate universe where both of them become way better. We're not in that multiverse, and we haven't hit those.
We're not in that, so we're not in that, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, shout out to Sabonis, and Miles. Reluctantly. Anyways, shout out to Arvidas. Shout out to Arvidas.
You did say Arvidas. You didn't say which one.
Shout out to both of them. I will say, do you guys watch Secret Base?
Oh, yeah.
It's a bunch of basketball nerds. What the fuck do you think?
Have you guys seen Good? Nix, do you watch it? Did you say anything?
Yeah, I do sometimes.
Okay. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen that series that they've been doing about international players in the NBA?
Oh yeah, I watched the whole thing. Yeah,
it's so good, dude.
I haven't started it yet. Low-key.
You haven't started it yet? Oh, damn it! It's so damn good. I never knew Wang Zhizhi was so important to the NBA until I watched that. That series. It's so damn good.
Shout out my nigga ZZ, bro. Salute.
And shout out to Donnie Nelson, and rest in peace to Don Nelson, one of the greats. Anyways, where are we getting to now? So after the trade and after the dust settled, and you start seeing people's reactions to the trade, positive and negative, people, this is how it goes with a lot of stuff, and the initial shock happens. People are like, oh, this team is going to win the championship. This team is going to win the championship, this and the third. And then a few days pass, and then, people the other opinions start coming in because, we as humans, we tend to be overreactionary. A lot of people are overreactionary. I am, you are, everybody is. And I mean, there are some people that get paid to talk about basketball that are more reactionary than all of us. But what did you think, right when the trade happened, as opposed to after the dust settled? Say we go 2-3 days in the future, you see what people are saying. What did you think?
After the dust settled, I looked at the Miami Heat roster and I said, wow, we have no guards. And were
you Yao Ming at the state of current basketball? You almost cried.
That is so funny.
Honestly, we genuinely didn't have a.
Whoa, respect 30-point game, Davion Mitchell.
Yeah, of course.
When your offensive
Davion Mitchell doesn't play for your
30 points as a point guard in the Big 2-6, it's hard.
I was in the house for that play-in game, and me and a Miami Heat fan that were right there sitting next to each other, we both were like, "Yeah, that's not Davion's game." That was in quarter 1. Boy, did he hear me. Boy, did he hear me. He said, "Shut up."
That was you tried to pull the Stephen A. Smith on LeBron and Jaylen Brown. I know who you are. I know who signed your checks. You tried to pull that.
A little bit. No, because I think he had like a couple buckets early, but then he had like a couple really bad possessions where he was feeling himself. But it wasn't his quarter just yet. And I was like, oh, hey, Davion, what you doing, brother?
And then it became his quarter. Yeah,
it got good for him. So shout out Davion, by the way.
So Derrick, you looked at the state of basketball, you almost cried, and then what happened?
I said, "Wow, can I get one person that can tween Hezzy, please?" Because Davion Mitchell, I love Davion Mitchell. He's great, and like as time has passed, I've gotten much more comfortable with him being our opening game point guard. I think he's like his archetype is much more of 3-and-D or more so a defensive lockdown than the Kyle Lowrys that I used to see, the Goran Dragics that I used to see, the Mario Chalmers that I used to see. So
I'm going to ask you about Mario Chalmers eventually because a lot of Heat fans have some very divided opinions. I'm going to ask you about him later.
Yeah. Davion Mitchell, I really have nothing bad to say about Davion Mitchell. I am very intrigued on what he can provide with this team. But aside from that, we just had like a whole bunch of forwards. Like Andrew Wiggins is going to be at the 3. Once the dust, Bobby Portis, backup big man. Once the dust settled, the LeBron saga was still going on, and the Heat were a target.
Question. Speaking of the LeBron thing, remember when that the social media intern, the YouTube guy, he leaked the thing, the live stream, the press conference? What were you thinking when that happened? I just remembered that happened. What were you thinking?
I didn't really think anything of it, to be honest with you. I honestly found that news late, and I said, okay, intern failure, I guess.
Intern failure.
I didn't think that it set our odds of getting LeBron back any more impactful than it was, but I honestly didn't think LeBron James fit on this team that much anyways, just because there was so much height on this team. Now, sure, LeBron, one of the greatest, if not the greatest facilitator, he could have done a lot for, managing the offense, but no. I think he
fits better in Philly.
Right. Absolutely. I honestly thought he could have been best on the Spurs, but that wasn't one of Rich Paul's.
That would have been sick.
That wasn't one of Rich Paul's options for whatever reason.
Hey, LeBron, we got Tobias Harris. We're good. We got Tobias Harris.
Honestly, but I still really like Andrew Wiggins, and I can't wait for Pelly Larson to really get serious bench forward minutes. And we drafted Ryan Conwell, shooting guard from, I believe, the University of Arkansas.
Yeah, he's nice.
University of Arkansas.
Conwell's nice.
Right.
Yeah. So trained him.
Right. So I'm with that. There was, I think, later down the road we got Tim Hardaway Jr. as well.
Yep.
So I'm I feel very comfortable that the Miami Heat are in a spot to where I don't have to worry about being in the play-in anymore.
Oh yeah, no. You don't have to worry about that. And also the thing with having Giannis is you'd rather have Giannis than no Giannis, obviously. And Giannis being on your team running the offense, that'll open up the floor for so many other people. Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Pele Larson. Who else do y'all have? I can't think of your roster right now, but your other guys who he'll open up the floor for. Even your boy Bobby his boy Bobby might come off the bench and hit a couple threes. Wishful thinking, but shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Bobby. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
but
cannot wait for those. I'm gonna follow you after the show. I cannot wait for those tweets when you actually see him play meaningful minutes. Ooh,
yeah, Bobby's. I'll just tell you right now, Bobby's not good. Bobby's not good. Bobby's not good. He was a. It's very funny because there's
totally not a throw-in. He's totally not a throw-in.
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. There's been this. I don't know if you've seen this. There's been this like recent argument between him and Norman Powell. And Norman Powell was talking about how he wanted to be in Miami when Giannis got there, but then he said, but they brought Bobby Portis instead, and Bobby Portis was kind of a throw-in. And then Bobby Portis was like, I respect you, brother. We're in the same class. If you want to talk to me, say it to my face. And everybody in the comments were like, bro, you were a throw-in. That he didn't insult you. He just called you a throw-in, which you are. Better Bobby Portis than Thanasis. I'll say that. Better Bobby Portis than Thanasis.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of it as like what's really become a meme now, but of the SNL skit with Childish Gambino, the other Cavaliers. So
I love that. That's my new favorite. Yeah.
Right. So of course it's Bam and Giannis, but the other players on the Miami Heat, of course, include Andrew Wiggins, Tim Hardaway Jr., Davion Mitchell, Drew Smith, Ryan Conwell, Pele Larson, Bobby Portis, of course.
He's reading off the roster list.
I am reading off the roster list.
He's like, who do we have now that Giannis isn't here? Now that Giannis is here, we traded our whole team away. Who do we have anymore?
Freaking Nikola Jovic.
Oh, Jovic. He started to get
Simone Fontecchio, and then some more.
Shout out Fontecchio.
Some more. Everyone knows LeBron.
And then some.
But don't forget about us.
I'm definitely on the side with it. I don't know how good this actually made y'all because Giannis obviously is amazing. But I genuinely think at least two of the players y'all got rid of would have fit perfectly next to Giannis. And that's both Jaime and
Khalil.
Yeah, especially with Khalil being a shooting big. But he also could be he would be the second best rebounder next to Giannis, and maybe on some nights the best. But Jaime is one of the players that does all the little things, some things that don't show up on the box score, some things that do. And I honestly think that would have made y'all way better if y'all could have somehow got rid of like anybody else. If y'all could have somehow signed and traded Norman or got rid of Davion,
or like Drew Smith, Jovic, a couple other guys.
Anybody else? Those two are the two I probably would. I mean, it's hard to say that you guys would have no trade tags on people in the state that y'all were in, but those would have been the two I wouldn't want them got rid of. However, I don't know the money situation and what would have had to be done. Obviously, it's cool that y'all still have Andrew Wiggins too, but I was just more of a fan of those two guys for fit next to Giannis.
I will
say, now, in my opinion, I kind of think it's Giannis, Bam, and vibes.
I will say there was a report that came out that said that the original deal was Davion Mitchell in the place of Kasparas, and I saw that, I was like, oh my god, if Miami did that, that would have been awful. So it's good that y'all kept Davion and just gave them Kasparas instead, because Kasparas would not have developed into like a meaningful like top player in a team that wants to contend, at least not yet. He's like really young. He's like 19, right? 19, 20?
Right.
Yeah,
something like that. Yes,
something like that. And y'all don't have time to babysit young guys right now because Pat Riley's not getting any younger. Lord knows we know that. And
what does that matter? He can die and still win the championship. He ain't on the court. He ain't getting no younger.
They'll bury him with the ring.
He probably thinks he
played for Rupp at Kentucky. We know he old.
He did play for Rupp. He
played. I need y'all to realize when you watch Glory Road, That was Pat Riley out there.
He played with West, and I think he played with West too, Jerry West. I think he did.
Yeah.
It was like the 70s.
That was Pat Riley out there. So when you saw that racist coach, Pat Riley was playing for him.
Yep.
Sorry, Pat Riley.
Anyways, but you guys got to capitalize with these guys that are in their primes. How old is Bam? 28.
Bam. I would have thought that he is closer to. He's 29. So
29,
yeah.
which is like your basketball prime. 27 to 30, 31. That's your basketball prime.
You going
okay. So Bam is in his basketball prime, and you guys need someone to maximize that. And who better than Giannis? And you know what? If you got to trade a few guys to get Giannis, go ahead, because it's at the end of the day, it's Giannis, man. It's safe to say here, hammer the Vegas odds. You guys are going to be better than you were last year, barring catastrophic injury. I think so. Yeah. Absolutely. It's not non-negotiable. Now, how much better? I don't know, but better, yes. And at the end of the day, you have Giannis Antetokounmpo, so whatever.
Right. I generally believe that anyone that still believes that the Miami Heat is destined for the play-in is a rage baiter.
No, I don't think so.
Right. So, when we talk about the roster, right, and like we go down the list, how many consistent shooters are there really when it's time for Giannis to aim at the rim and then kick out? Who is he kicking out to? Because
the other Cavaliers, we discussed this. The other Cavaliers.
Us.
Hi.
Honestly.
Andrew Wiggins.
Right. So it's really Tim Hardaway Jr. and our second round pick Ryan Conwell.
Who's a good shooter? Conwell's a good shooter.
Yes.
Conwell's a good shooter.
We run
right.
But how much is he gonna play? How much is he gonna play? We don't know that because he's a second round pick.
It depends on if they get any more
They
goals.
might not have a choice, man.
It's not looking like they will, though.
They might not have a choice.
If I want to see like one thing that more of in the offense, and I hope Spo utilizes this once Giannis is being the ball handler. If Bam isn't setting screens for Giannis, I would like to see Bam in the corner. I would like to at least to attempt Bam becoming my mic's falling a real shooter, just to see if he can find the shot. And if he can find the shot, then I genuinely believe that the sky's the limit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure this last year and the year before, Bam has been working on his 3-point shot. I think at one point he shot like 38% from the corner. Now, it's just the corner, but at the same time, he's a big man. He's an inside scorer. If you get a 38, 39% from the corner, from three, that's good. You'll take that. You'll take that any day of the week because that's a bonus. You know,
right.
That adds on to what he can do, which is, hit shots inside, mid-range play defense, and pass the ball as well, which he's also very good at.
You should work out with PJ Tucker a little bit.
He should work out with PJ Tucker. There you go. I mean, Lord knows PJ Tucker ain't doing anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, and I really don't think that the construction of the Miami Heat is done yet. I think that we could try to make one last free agency move, or we could maybe trade for a Klay Thompson, trade for a Malik Monk. Who we could possibly give up? Who could we possibly give up for one of those guys? I don't know. Maybe.
Now, Derrick, you said that you guys don't have a tween headsy guy. May I interest you in one DeMar DeRozan who is still a free agent?
Oh no!
I'm doing DeMar DeRozan, bro. This sucks.
Before y'all hate on,
can I interest you in some James Harden?
And what about James Harden?
Why did you just put DeMar DeRozan in tween headsy
That's not his game even.
Yeah, hey.
I mean, hey,
here at the Mouse in the
mid-range
House
score.
podcast,
Mid-range
we
score.
always contain one LARPer a show. They've revealed themselves.
He's not a tween head. He's a mid-range scorer. He's a mid-range scorer.
That's not tween headsy though.
I know it's not. I know it's not. You know what tween
If
headsy? How about
if you would have said jab step merchant,
ooh, shit.
jab step? How about James Harden? How about James Harden? The Cavs still ain't signed him.
I would love that. I don't know how much cap space we have for that. I think
my argument for everybody who said LeBron wouldn't work over there, because there's not a team in the NBA I think that LeBron doesn't work on. I'm not saying there aren't better fits perhaps, but like LeBron would have just been y'all three, and then he would have been y'all best ball handler. And that's okay. If LeBron James is helping run your offense, I don't think you have a terrible issue. And he's even able to play off ball. We've seen that for multiple years that he's not going to be.
I mean, that's what he's gonna do in Philly. Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna handle the ball a lot.
Literally just did that with Luka. I genuinely didn't believe it with Luka either, because I thought he would make Luka worse, because Luka's terrible off ball. But if LeBron can make that work even to a decent degree, I'm sorry, I sound like a LeBron Glazer, but it sounds like he can fit anywhere. So, and he was willing to take pennies on the dollar.
Yeah. He took $4 million. He took $4 million.
Like I said, that's what he did. Like I said, that's why it would have been great if he actually would have went over there with y'all. In my opinion, that'd have been real good.
I mean,
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. And I love LeBron. I adored.
I know you love LeBron. You've been liking LeBron, because I even remember in 2021 we had this conversation about how a lot of Heat fans don't like LeBron because the stuff and how he left and whatnot. But you always told me that you've been liking LeBron. You always like LeBron.
LeBron got me into the sport of basketball. I was always a NFL guy first, but
Ravens, right? Ravens.
Absolutely. But it was LeBron that really got me into basketball. And I'm from the state of Maryland, Baltimore. I don't really claim no Washington teams for real.
No DMV,
I didn't feel like I had to be a Wizards fan, but I did like John Wall.
Good job. You did good. You're still alive. You did good.
Wait, who's your football?
Right. The Baltimore Ravens.
So you just said all that for not. He said all that for not. Just be like, yeah, but I did go with the
You die by your city and you like.
Hold on, wait. Do you wait? Do you?
DC's not my city.
Hold on. I got a question.
DC's not my city.
I got a question. Do you have? I have a question. Do you have a baseball team? Is it the Nationals?
Isn't it the
Orioles?
Orioles.
So Orioles, Heat.
It's just DMV. Okay, so it's just DMV.
It just sounds like he didn't want to stand by the Wizards. That's all it is. He just didn't want to stand by the Wizards. That's all.
Listen, I understand.
That's cool.
I didn't want to stand by
a home team guy. Literally every team he's messing with is home team.
You got to get familiar with how separate Baltimore and DC is. Like,
he is right. People will die by that. Baltimore people will die by that.
You know how separate Miami and Baltimore is?
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, parents took me on the childhood vacations, so
it's okay.
I've been to South Beach a few times as a young. I was like, oh wow, it feels like a second home or whatever BS. But yeah.
You over here choosing.
No limit to the LARP.
Generated answers.
No limit to the LARP. I mean, Derrick, question. When did you get into basketball? What year?
Probably with the first basketball video game that I had, which was NBA Live 10.
So
about 2009.
Okay, and
South Beach, that's all.
No, that was 2010. And at that time, the Wizards were. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I don't blame you. No, I don't blame you. I mean,
that was like rookie John Wall.
No, it was before John Wall.
It was before. A terrible team. He was choosing the Dwayne Wade led Heat. Yeah, it wasn't
which is still better. That was Wade's MVP. That was Wade's like MVP.
That's what we're saying. Is
Yeah,
that's a good pick.
Yeah, and
his first heartbreak was literally like months after that when Dwayne Wade did that to his knee.
No, that was 08. Wasn't that 08? That was 08 when he was crying and he left the game in a wheelchair. That was 08, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you're 09, so
yeah, because then 09 they drafted.
He avoided the heartbreak just to come around. What a
because 08 they drafted Beasley. But yeah, I mean,
for your last 8 years. You can go through some stuff.
Okay, Derrick. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Had to die about this in 08. Okay.
So the team that you became a fan of. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was Wade, Chalmers on that team. Joel Anthony was Joel Anthony on that team. Not
Joel Anthony was on the team forever, so I believe so.
The Warden. So Joel Anthony, Sean Marion, right? He was on there for half a season.
Yeah, your memory of that team is just as good as me. So
Marion was like 14, 15, I think. No,
that was he was back on the Cavs. We're talking about the 2009 Heat. I
think he was on the beginning of 2008. Yeah.
Yeah, because then he went to Toronto for half a season, and then he went to Dallas and he won the championship. So if I remember correctly, that team was Chris Quinn, Darrell Wright, Mario Chalmers, D Wade, Jamario Moon was on that team too. A bunch of guys, those guys. Those are the first players that you remember.
The other Heats, yes.
Literally, dude. Literally. Yes. And I'm sure you remember in 2009 when you guys signed Jermaine O'Neal and Quentin Richardson. And they didn't do shit either. You guys lost in the first round. Hey.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Shout out to NBA Live 10 though. Pretty good game. Do you remember like shooting around in the gym in NBA Live 10? Like the opening sequence where LeBron walks in and he's like, "Yo!"
Yeah. You remember
that?
Yeah.
You know your team's sorry when he bring up NBA Live instead of the team itself.
Hey,
Kami gonna boost NBA Live.
Of course.
Nick, what is going on over there, bro?
My hat was falling. I was trying to fix it.
Finally, he lets it go. Jeez.
Like the last 5 minutes, I kept looking over and just something was going on.
We're about like an hour in. It's usually about an hour in where that gives up on me.
We're 45 minutes in. We're not an hour in. But anyways.
Tomato.
That's not how it goes. But anyways, I got into basketball off NBA Live 2003, NBA Live 2004, and like 2009, 2010. So I feel the same way. My first memory of anything basketball-wise was LeBron going to the Heat. That was my first memory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, quick thought exercise. Derrick, who were the 5 players that got you into basketball? I can name mine. Can you name yours?
My 5 players that got me into basketball. Okay, so LeBron, of course, yes. And then Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
As I said, I had no connection to the Wizards, but I thought John Wall was really cool.
So did I.
Carmelo Anthony,
of course.
Because like one thing, like I don't know if y'all caught on, but like Carmelo Anthony really flip-flops on whether he's from New York or from the city of Baltimore.
Oh my god! I'm finally glad someone brought it up.
Dual
that man is a LARP.
Dual citizenship.
That man is a LARPer. That man is a LARPer.
I love to claim that Melo is a Baltimore guy, but I mean, there's a whole bunch of New Yorkers that will tell me something else. So yeah, LeBron, Wade, John Wall, Melo, and I'm really trying to think of a 5th from.
I got you, man. Larry Sanders. There you go.
No, we're not talking about Larry Sanders right now. We're not talking about Larry Sanders right now.
I guess 5. I'll say Dwight Howard since he was on the cover of Lifetime.
Yes. Oh, dude. Dwight Howard was my guy, dude. That 2008 dunk contest was one of the first basketball videos I ever watched, and I was like, "This guy's
live propaganda. Stop!"
I was like, "This guy's this is the coolest dude ever. This is the coolest dude ever." The Superman dunk, I was so.
Because you saw him in NBA Live 2010.
Yeah, this is the NBA Live comeback channel now. What's going on, bro? Please stop.
Well, the horses.
You know those channels that post like random CPU games from like random old games.
Did you suspect that Kami was going to be in here dancing for an EA sponsorship? Look at him. I thought you were better than this.
I didn't think you were better than this.
Thought you was better than this.
I foreshadowed it, and you didn't pick it up. That's your fault.
Is this our new gimmick?
That's
our
a
new gimmick.
that's a
We're
good
gonna pick a
5.
brand. We just keep
That's
sauntering
a good 5 though, Derek. I'll give you mine real quick. It was LeBron, Ray Allen, Blake Griffin, Dwight, and Chris Bosh. That was my 5. That was my 5 that got me into the sport.
Fire.
Grizz, what's your 5? We'll go around the table. It's your 5.
You know what? No problem, man. Number 1, I got Jamario Moon.
I fuck with Jamario Moon. Number 2, I got
number 2.
Hamad Haddadi.
Yep. That he was a dog Grizzlies legend.
Okay.
Number
Be serious.
3,
Be serious. We're
number
wasting
3,
time.
I got Jared Bayless.
Jared Bayless.
5.
Okay.
I need your 5.
Okay. Obviously Bron.
Of course, that's a constant with everybody.
John Wall's 2.
No, it's not.
Well,
Because you're old, okay?
Yeah, you're from
Let's
the
not-
60s, bro.
that's
You're
your
from
thing.
the 60s. All right, whatever. So LeBron is number 1.
LeBron 1. I say John Wall's 2. I rock with John
Okay.
Wall. Rudy Gay is 3, unfortunately.
Oh,
Shout
okay.
out my nigga.
Memphis Grizzlies.
The homosexual agenda will always be pushed on this channel. Number 4. We number 4. Zach Randolph. Number 5. This might be a weird player to name.
Now,
Number 5, Paul Millsap. Shout out Utah Jazz Paul Millsap.
Underrated.
Shout out my nigga, dog.
It might be weird, and it's a star player at the time.
Star.
Okay, so you gonna walk up to a little kid and ask him who's your favorite player? You gonna say Paul Millsap? Be honest.
But hey.
No, they will not.
If they were a Nuggets fan at the beginning of the 2020s, maybe.
Hey, vote for Millsap. Vote for Millsap.
If he's a Mormon, I got a 60% chance.
No, you don't.
Russ, you gotta remember that we are the exceptions. We are not the norm.
Kirk Heinrich.
No. Like I said, he still said Paul Millsap. He didn't even say AK-47.
AK was like out of his prime by the time he would have gotten into basketball. What is like 2010? I'm assuming the same time, right, Grizz?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Paul Millsap, though, the greatest Louisiana Tech power forward to ever play for the Utah Jazz. We're running an agenda here. The greatest Louisiana Tech power forward to ever play for the Utah Jazz. What about you, Knicks? What's your 5?
My 5.
And what year did you get into basketball?
Around the 14-15 season.
Damn, that's late.
Yeah, I was like 13, I think.
Wow, I didn't expect that at all.
I don't know. I wasn't really a big sports guy for a while.
He said he got into basketball in 2014 and 2015. I did not expect that at all.
I can see that.
No, like when I was a kid, it was mostly just like it was literally just wrestling and that's it.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
you were the
I didn't really have any interest in other sports. I still don't watch baseball or anything.
Knicks, you were the opposite of me, bro. Because I got into basketball in 2010 and I got into wrestling in 2014, 2015. So you're the opposite of me.
I got into wrestling in like 2009, 2010, something like that.
Yeah. So what's your 5?
So yeah, literally the exact opposite. Melo, Lillard, Aldridge, Dirk, and John Wall.
Everybody's got John Wall. Wow. Hey, shout out to Utah
good.
Ball. He was great.
To be fair,
he was great.
If I was already, John Wall would have got me too. I was dug in. We was dug in. We did hit that John Wall thing. He had his own song.
It breaks my heart how his fucking career ended. Shout out Goran Dragic too. That was someone else, but not in the top 5.
All right. So you made the Heat fan happy. Good job. So Russ, what's your 5? What's your 5, Russ? So what's your 5? George Mikan, Dolph Schayes.
Wes Unseld.
Wes Unseld. I know Wes Unseld
Moses
might be a little bit too late. No, Moses Malone is way too late. Moses Malone is way too late.
Bob McAdoo.
Y'all didn't say Artis Gilmore or George Gervin, but you guys know.
Bob Love.
Hey, W joke.
Hey, I went George Mikan. These guys went later on.
Yeah,
go ahead, Russ. What year?
I'm trying to make them more modern.
What year did you get in? What's your 5?
The year, I don't know if I can give you an honest answer for the year because literally one of my first memories I can think back to as a child is literally NBA basketball. Like there hasn't been a moment in my life where basketball wasn't a part of it that I can cognitively think of. But we'll go with like 97 or 98.
What were you like 4 or 5?
4 or 5, yeah. I told you, basketball was on the TV. Like if you go back and look at my baby pictures, story time.
Yes. Go ahead. You gotta call ISO. You gotta call ISO, Russ.
Animals, by the way, it used to be born in Indiana, by the way. It used to be these stuffed animals. They were like bears, or maybe they were other mascots, where you could take them and then you could turn them inside out, and they had a Velcro strip that you could then. So you turned it inside out from whatever stuffed animal it was, and it turned into a stuffed basketball. That's my first ever stuffed teddy bear. It was a stuffed teddy bear, and it turned into a basketball. And then my mom then got me another one that was Boomer. So it was a stuffed Boomer, and then it turned into a stuffed basketball.
The Pacers mascot. Yeah, the Pacers mascot. Yeah.
Yes, I'm a Pacers fan.
Really?
Yes. So like I said, genuinely, I can't give you an honest answer except for maybe like 97, 98, because that's when I know for sure.
And you're 5. And you're 5.
Yeah. So we can go with 5 to be fair, but like, promise you, like one of my earliest memories is literally Jordan hooping on people. But we won't say Jordan because that's just kind of lame. But we can go like Kobe, Dennis Rodman, Ron Artest for sure. Definitely Ron Artest. And even before he was with the Pacers, I like Ron Artest.
Chicago Ron Artest.
Yeah, I definitely did like Ron Artest.
Shout out to Circuit City.
For sure. I like to think of some other ones. Allen Iverson, obviously, for sure.
Of course.
Another one. Me also growing up short when I was younger, then I hawked everybody, so now it doesn't make sense.
And what's your 5? What's number 5?
Number 5.
You had
now
Allen Iverson.
Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson?
Yeah, I was a Steven Jackson.
Wow.
Shout out Steven Jackson.
My mom was always a low key Spurs. She's a Pacers fan, but she's a low key Spurs fan as well. She'll always ride with the Spurs. She likes military man. That's why she likes Pop, and that's why she excuses me being a Duke fan because of Coach K.
Military. I'm guessing she also likes David Robinson because military Navy and stuff.
That's another. The Spurs always had that military essence because of Pop.
Yeah, they had the camo jerseys. I remember they had the camo jerseys.
My mom actually hated those. She thought they were kind of.
They weren't great.
I like those and the Raptors camo jerseys.
The Raptors ones were nice.
2K14, folks used to always switch to those. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Yep. And in 2K14, whenever I played with the Heat, I would switch to these jerseys, the ABA ones. These were fire in 2K. Oh my god, it was these.
NBA
and it was. Go ahead.
NBA 2K14 Miami Heat. I was jumping over heads with Gerald Green. So yeah.
Gerald Green is like an honorable mention for guys that got me into basketball because, again, 2008 dunk contest, and then I watched like dunk compilations of Gerald Green. Remember, Russ, when he was in Indiana, he had that one clip of where he was just jumping and his head was like right over the backboard? Gerald Green was like so good.
Gerald Green is the player that connects like 10 fandoms.
That's true.
Because everybody has good moments with Gerald Green.
I would say
the Pacers have good moments. The Pacers have good moments.
No, I don't. Wait a second. No, I do not.
Let me try to do these guys that connect like the Gerald Green type guys. I'd say Rudy Gay is one of those guys too. That like you just remember Rudy Gay because of how he used to dunk it. And who else?
I think Rudy Gay's legend is more carried by 2K than it is by actual player.
That's true.
I was just about to say that.
I genuinely liked Rudy Gay when I was younger. I definitely used to like him, but then like he started aging like an avocado in Arizona.
Come on, bro! Don't do that. But he was a quality role player on the Spurs, bro. He turned it back around.
Russ,
I'm not gonna let y'all erase Rudy Gay from my life, bro. I'm not gonna let y'all do that. He was a quality role player for multiple years. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Russ.
Hey Nick, how do we tell him?
How do we tell him?
He was a quality role. That's my favorite thing of all time. Is that Spurs team?
Russ. Do you remember when Rudy Gay was with the Raptors and the fans hated his guts? Do you remember that? Dude.
Exactly.
To be fair, that's really
exactly, Knicks. Exactly.
They hit Bargnani too.
If y'all remember, Atlanta was worse with Josh Smith. They used to actively boo him when he would chuck shots.
I was at games. My first memory of like watching basketball in person was my dad. My dad, God rest his soul, taking me to Atlanta Hawks games. I still have this foam finger of the Atlanta Hawks from 2010, and every time Josh Smith would take a jump shot, they wouldn't boo. No, You're wrong, Russ. They wouldn't boo. You know what they would do? No.
No. It's like that's what Laker fans would do when Westbrook went to shoot threes.
No.
Whoa! Now, bro.
That is what he used to do. That is what they used to do. I used to watch Laker games. I was watching a lot of Laker games that year.
We're not doing that, Russ, man. Relax.
No, but that's what happened. That's actually what happened.
Shout out Russ, though. Happy retirement, brother. We love you, bro.
Hey, you know what? I will say this about Russ, and happy retirement, one of my favorite players. Also one of the guys that got me into basketball. He made one of my favorite shoes ever, maybe my favorite shoe ever. But the shit that he said, like the shit that people say about him and LeBron in fucking LA, I think two things can be true. I think LeBron was kind of weird towards him, but also LeBron was not making that guy shoot off the side of the backboard. Russ kind of got to hold that.
Hey,
you know?
Yeah.
Russ got to hold that.
Everybody, let's just go out there. Let's have fun. Play for the next
win,
man.
lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah,
hey, but I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not.
At the end of the day, we won at life.
But yeah, shout out to Chonovan. Shout out to Chonovan. Yeah, but but I will say though that 2022 LeBron year, that's one of my favorite years of LeBron. He played center and he was still hooping. That's one of my favorite LeBron years ever. I will say that. I know you're a LeBron guy, Derek, so you can go. I'm assuming you watch Lakers games too. I'm assuming you were watching too.
Yeah, and it breaks my soul that he's going to be on the Sixers because I hate everything that involves Philadelphia sports. Every Philadelphia sports team.
We're not gonna get along, man.
I'm
an Eagles fan. Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan.
I can't take.
I've had some. Don't do that.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I've had. Like, he is because he kind of is, but it's not. Like he don't really know. I wouldn't.
I'm a casual football watcher, but I am an Eagles fan. Just like how I'm a casual baseball watcher, and I'm a Braves fan because you know Atlanta. Anyways, continue, Derek.
I'm a casual NBA fan. I was celebrating when the Liberty won.
Shout out
I thought
that was all I was gonna have.
Shout out to the dream. Shout out to the dream.
Yeah. I've had some trips to Philly, and every time I'm in Philly, the fans in there,
they're an acquired taste. They're an acquired taste.
It's like it's like they can smell that you're not from Philly, and they just try to antagonize you, no matter what.
Yeah,
and it seems like whenever. For the time that I've been in Philly, the team that I'm rooting for that is going up against Philly has won. And when Philly has bragging rights, it's terrible.
The city burns down. The city burns down. I'll do a little story time here too. So this, I was 8 or 9 years old, and my mom took me to Philly. We went to go see like the Cracked Bell, you know that thing, right? We went to go see that. And I was wearing this Miami Heat, like this puffy black Miami Heat jacket because like my dad bought it for me before he passed, and I kept wearing it, you know, because it was like really cool and like the kids in school liked it. So I was wearing it there, and somebody pointed out. So like I was walking, and then this big dude, while I'm walking with my mom, this big dude said, "Is that a Miami Heat jacket?" I was so fucking scared, dude. I was terrified. I started grabbing my mom's hand, and I started running. I was like, "No!" Dude, I was fucking terrified, dude. Because I don't even know what he looked like. He just sounded tall. You know when like people sound tall?
Yeah.
He sounded tall.
Aura.
Yeah. He had the aura about it. To this day I don't know what that man looked like. He could have been whatever, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Malaysian, Caucasian, whatever. I don't know. But when I heard, is that a Heat jacket? I grabbed my mom's hand and I fucking ran down the street. It was so funny. That was one of my first Canada events as a sports fan, and it wasn't even a team that I was a fan of. I'm not a Heat fan. I'm not a Sixers fan either way. But I will say the way I feel about the Sixers this year is probably similar to the way you feel about them. Controlling to LeBron. I hate that we got to do it to you. You know, we got to do it to you, and I hate that we got to do it to you in the playoffs. You know, LeBron's my guy, but we got to do it to you. You know, Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry, I love you. It's that to LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Pat Riley for. I mean, wasn't it like some cookies that made him leave Miami? Wasn't it that?
Cookie.
Oh man,
Wasn't it that? Was it chocolate chip cookies?
I've gotten over it now, but yeah, it was some some BS, and
it was some very avoidable stuff.
Yeah, and I genuinely think that LeBron always wanted to go back to Cleveland and get his chip with Cleveland.
But
and
you guys
I also
the
remember
free agency thing.
Yeah, we definitely did. I remember LeBron not having the best relationship with Spoelstra either. So
or Mario Chalmers at that.
I mean, did try to get him fired, so yeah, that does.
He did.
Right.
I wouldn't like you either.
Might not make for a great relationship.
That's fair.
Derek, do you remember that one? I almost said episode. Do you remember that one? I don't know what year it was, but it was like Chalmers was calling LeBron a bitch, and LeBron got up and he was almost like he was ready to kick his ass. Do you remember what year that was? Do you remember how you felt when you saw that?
I can't remember the exact year, but I do definitely remember that. And funnily enough, I gained a lot of respect for Mario Chalmers at that time, because at such a young age, because LeBron was my favorite player, I thought LeBron was like this untouchable figure on the basketball court.
Of course. Thought it was Teflon.
Right. So when I had to accept that some games we didn't win because LeBron and LeBron had to take some very necessary criticism. Mario Chalmers was one of the first people to be like, yo.
Stop acting like a bitch and just play basketball.
Okay. Right. At that point, Mario Chalmers, I'm like, hey, if Mario Chalmers can step up to LeBron, who I think is
maybe
number
I can step
one.
up to him too. If Mario Chalmers can step up to him, I can too.
Right. So yeah, I got so much love for the Heatles. Everyone.
Mike Miller, Joel Anthony,
absolutely.
Dexter Pittman.
Yeah.
Jarvis Fernando.
Let's go.
Yep.
Shane Battier.
Duke legend. Yep. Shout out to Russ.
Yeah, Joel Anthony.
Grizzlies legend. Shout out to you, Grizzlies legend. And who else was on those teams?
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, Grizz. Go ahead. You don't like Shane Battier?
Side note. No, that's not what it is. Side note. It sucks being fans of teams with no history. I was asked at work, like, hey, who's your favorite football player? And I didn't have one.
Derrick Henry, right?
The reasoning was, I was like, we've been sorry my whole life. There's not like a point of time I can point to and be like, this is when we were good. It's like every Sunday I have a ritual to be sorry. That's all that is. Every Saturday I get on to be like, all right, we're trash. Let's do it.
I thought it was Derrick Henry.
But he didn't get, he's my favorite pseudo-ly because I don't have a choice.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You can be a fan of anybody, right?
Or you can just be a fan of any. My favorite football player is my favorite football player is Megatron. My favorite football player is Megatron. So there you go.
Players that I like more is just me saying that.
I played in high school with him.
Oh, there you go. That's actually where I got Megatron. That's actually where I got it from. Now, the more you know. Now you know something. Anyways.
Now you know something.
Now you know something. Now you know something. That was a bit condescending, but whatever.
Jeez.
A little bit. But fuck, what were we talking? Yeah, about Mario Chalmers and about the Heatles era. Can I be honest with you, dude? So I fucking hated you guys. I'll say that. I fucking hated you guys. And matter of fact, that's how I became a Pacers fan. 2012 playoffs. I don't know if you remember, but it was Game 3, I think, when we took a 2-1 lead, and Lance Stevenson on the bench did this. If you remember that, please tell me you remember that. Russ, you remember that, right?
I didn't like Lance Stevens for a long time.
I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. He did this, and then y'all immediately turned the series around and won the next 3 games. Yeah, that was my first memory of being a Pacers fan. Yes, and I will say this: he is my favorite player of all time that never played for the Pacers. Chris Bosh. I always felt so bad for Chris Bosh, dude, because whenever the Heat would win, they wouldn't give a fuck about him. But when they lost, he would be the first one they would blame. They're like, "Oh, Bosh isn't doing his part. Bosh isn't doing his thing." And there's this one video of him at like a press conference after a finals game against the Spurs. Nobody has any questions for him. I feel so bad. Because I'm like, bro, Bosh was the guy who kept that team going. They wouldn't have won shit if it wasn't for Bosh. Bosh accepting the lower role and becoming more of like a spot-up shooter. Bosh genuinely became a great three-point shooter in the 2010s. He wasn't even a three-point shooter in Toronto. Right. He became a way better three-point shooter.
Shout out to the rebound, then the pass to Ray Allen.
Shout out to also Russ, shout out to the block on Danny Green. We got to talk about that too. Shout out to the block on Danny Green. That one, I think that was the same game, right? Didn't that win the game? I think so.
Yes.
And nobody talks about the block because LeBron and Wade. Sure, those guys are awesome, but I always felt bad for Bosh because Bosh always, I feel like, got the short end of the stick.
Realize they wasn't glazing defensive plays in the clutch moments until Bron did it.
Which is so funny because Bosh was a great offensive player. Bosh was an awesome offensive player. Bro. Bosh could score in the paint.
Just tell me where I said a lie.
I mean, he's kind of not wrong.
My God!
Bosh could score in the paint. Bosh could shoot threes. Bosh could pass a little bit. Bosh could play great defense. I loved Bosh. Bosh was awesome, and I felt like in Miami he never got the respect that he deserved, the respect that he should have commanded, the type of caliber of player that he was. And it sucks that right when LeBron left, Bosh was going off. I remember that year, 2015. Bosh was having a great season. He was shooting like 38% from 3. He had like 20 and 9. Bosh was having a great season. Him and Whiteside, remember that was when Whiteside was still good. Shout out to Whiteside. Yep, the GOAT Whiteside. And then blood clot.
Good.
And then blood clot. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
He was fine.
And then he
was not sorry.
And then he came.
Was what?
And then he came back.
Whiteside the demon.
Yeah, demon. And then he came back in 2016. Bosh did. He played great, but then All-Star break, another blood clot, and that one took his career away.
Right,
Do you? What are your best memories of like?
Remember when he made his 8th career 3-pointer?
The shooters. And I know Derrick has some things to say about Whiteside because boy, those last couple years of Whiteside were he's closing his eyes. We'll discuss that in a second.
That Blazers year, he was special.
No, he was not.
Yes,
special. He was the
yes,
major stat pattern. But
that was the best stat padding I've ever seen.
Look, Russ, we're talking about good players right now. We're talking about Chris Bosh. But Chris Bosh was my favorite guy.
And Hassan Whiteside.
It was a one-off. Stay on topic.
There should be separation between them two, like church and state.
Stay in fucking character. Anyways, but Bosh was my favorite guy on those teams because he just did all the little things. He was such a good defender, such a good shooter, such a good connected piece. How did you feel about, Bosh when he was on that team, and how did you feel when he unfortunately had to retire?
I loved Bosh throughout his whole tenure with the Miami Heat. Once LeBron left, we still had Wade, and we had some more young guys. I believe Justice Winslow was also a part of those teams as well.
Jay Winslow,
but
James Ennis the third. James Ennis the third. Yep.
Don't name Justice Winslow. I can't stand that nigga, dog.
Oh, he hates Justice Winslow.
Oh my God, I can't stand that nigga. That nigga's so sorry.
I didn't realize you was.
Oh my God.
You hate left-handed people. I see what's wrong with you. You hate left-handed people.
I can't
well, I guess I'm out then.
But
sorry.
Yeah.
I use my right hand. I'm using my right hand to disconnect.
I had all of the appreciation in the world for Bosh, and it's so sad how he went out. But
he had so much more good basketball to play. He had so much more good basketball.
I feel like when he retired, I was ready to put him in the Hall of Fame the day of.
He's a Hall of Fame player, yeah.
I so much respect for Bosh in the world.
And I mean, I'm so happy that he got the Hall of Fame induction. He got his jersey retired by you guys, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
Yes.
just I think Bosch is one of the the unsung stars in basketball where people won't talk about him because he was surrounded by players that were admittedly better than him, but he was so damn good they wouldn't have won shit without him. They genuinely would not have won a championship or the second one without Bosch. Because I mean in
I agree.
2014, 2013, Wade's knees were maybe you
Yeah.
oh my god. 2014 Wade? Oh my goodness. His knees were how do I describe his knees without going into hyperbole? I don't know. They were so bad. They were so bad. His knees sucked. You remember this,
Tendernism,
right?
nigga. Holy.
Tendernism. Yeah, it was
Right off the
terrible.
bone, man.
Off the bone. But Bosch was I would argue most of the time, Bosch was the second best player on that team. He was consistent. He was able to
Oh, for sure.
play. Yeah. Do you remember that one game winner he had against the Blazers? It was I think 2014. He had a 3-point game winner over the Blazers. I think he shot it over Lillard or Aldridge. And I think that game, LeBron was out. Dude, Bosch.
Yes.
Dude, Bosch was my guy, and I'm very happy that he gets the respect that he deserves, but I still don't think he gets enough. Bosch is one of the unsung heroes in basketball, and I'm glad we can all agree on that. Bosch is awesome. Long live Bosch.
For sure. Sure.
Let me ask you about Whiteside, because we brought it up now. So let me ask you, because Whiteside is unfortunately one of my favorite players, of the last 10, 15 years, because okay, I played 2K11, right, as we all did. And Whiteside was the worst player on the Sacramento Kings. He was, I think, like a 45 overall or 49 overall. I agree. You played 2K11 a lot. I don't know if you can confirm or deny this. He was the worst player on the Kings.
Yeah, that nigga was sorry.
That's what I remember him on the Kings. And then to 2014, I see Hassan Whiteside is back, and he's getting triple doubles with blocks. And he was remember the white hot Miami Heat jersey? That's what I remember Whiteside wearing.
Yes, sir.
That's the jersey that I remember. Love those jerseys. Unfortunately, they get stained pretty easily, so I only have one of them. But the white hot jerseys, Whiteside, Luol Deng, I think was on that team too, right? Was it Luol Deng?
Yes.
Yeah. Luol Deng, Dragic.
Very short time, but yes.
Yes. Dragic, Gummy Waiters, all those guys. Tyler Johnson too, which y'all paid him a shit ton of money. But Whiteside, yeah. I'm not gonna bring that back. Don't worry. This is a Tyler Johnson cast. But Whiteside, how did you feel when you saw Whiteside going off? Because I was super happy for him. I was number one Whiteside guy. Number one.
Yeah, there's no slander at my heart for Hassan Whiteside, man. Triple double of blocks. I thought
blocks. Remember the snatch blocks? Yeah.
Yes. But like how I really remember Hassan Whiteside is for genuinely being one of the funniest athletes I've ever seen in my life.
Fuck this American shit, bro. I'm moving to Hawaii.
He got you.
If y'all remember peak Hassan Whiteside on Snapchat.
Yes, Young Whiteside. I remember that. Yup, I remember the Snapchat.
It was so funny. Like if I'm trying to remember, it was like it's a cold world. Bundle up.
It's a cold world. I remember this one thing. That he can't have like 20 videos of him with like the dancing hot dog filter. He was treating him like an actual person. He was hilarious. Unfortunately, one of the laziest players we've seen with that much talent and physical ability. He was so lazy though. My God, he got that contract and was just like whatever now.
Also, one of the worst free throw shooters in NBA history. So
awful,
it was
terrible, awful bad. I mean, I remember 2018 playoffs against the Sixers. I've never seen Shaq do this before. Shaq, like shits on big men all the time. When they were going over film with Whiteside against Joel Embiid, Shaq was yelling at Whiteside. He was saying, "Guard the damn ball," or whatever. I don't know if you remember this, but this is a core memory I have watching the Inside the NBA and watching Shaq go off on Whiteside. I was like, yeah, he really should. And I remember the 2018 playoffs. Y'all were saying start Bam over him, start rookie Bam Adebayo over him. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
North remembers. So, I mean, Hassan has a special place in Heat fans' heart, but in the bad part of their heart, because they hate that guy. They hate that guy.
Yeah.
I know you like him, but a lot of people hate him.
Right. Like I'm very optimistic for a lot of the years of the Heat. Funnily enough, before we got Jimmy Butler, because at least before we got Jimmy Butler, I was allowed to be a little unserious and go with the flow, and then it was up until we got Jimmy Butler where we really had to lock in.
Absolutely. That's when I remember the Heat really started to pop off. Remember that hero game winner against the Sixers? Where he got that 2020, he got that steal. He was gonna run it for a leg. Then he goes back to the 3-point line. Then he shoots and he wins.
Oh, that might be my top one favorite Tyler Hero bucket ever. At that time I was still calling him Tyler Hero. That's just how I thought his name was pronounced. But man, Tyler Hero, the whole bucket. Him and Duncan Robinson.
The baby blue Vice jerseys.
Yes, yeah.
Making him reminisce on it now.
Still Duncan Robinson, man.
I wish they brought the baby blues back. Yeah, shout out to Duncan Robinson.
But yeah, that's y'all best jersey. Were all the Vice jerseys. All the Vice
absolutely.
Jerseys.
My favorite jersey is the back in black. That one, dude, because the Miami Heat in 2012 and 2013.
For like 6 years, y'all should just switch to the Vice colors.
You should. But
I'm tired of red and black teams. I'm just tired of red and black.
I agree. So I'm not wearing a red and black jersey right now. This is pink. But I was gonna say about the back and black jerseys, because in the 2010s, the Miami Heat were seen as the villains, right? Remember the LeBron and them? When they showed up in the back and black jerseys, oh my God, you wanted to hate their guts, but you were like, that is so tough. That is so tough.
Especially remember that LeBron James is he wasn't the last player to do it, but he was one of the last players to wear like the black face mask.
The Batman mask? Oh my God.
So, man, LeBron was a whole demon in that era. So.
Dude, when I saw LeBron hooping in like the black mask with the black jerseys, you ever seen that video of Speed like watching Messi play and he's like, "Damn, no, yes. Ronaldo better." That was me. That was me. I was like, no, I can't like him because I'm a Pacers fan and I hate Miami, but also I'm like, damn, like
for sure.
That's one of man, like. But I guess we're about an hour and 22 into this. Let me ask you real quick, because I gotta use a restroom after this. Let me ask you real quick, what expectations do you have for the Miami Heat? What over under are you setting for you guys, and what's the ceiling, floor, and realistic expectations of this team?
Okay, well, personally, I think that Miami Heat will probably be a comfortable 4th seed. There are some teams that I think will have a regression, but I'm comfortable with saying that the 2 best teams in the East are the Knicks and the Sixers. And it's really hard for me to count out the Celtics, even though their second option is Paul George. Some type of devil magic is going to happen with the Sixers. To the Celtics, to where they're still really good. And then that's where I would place the Heat, even over teams like the Pistons and the Cavs and the Raptors, if they can get Kawhi Leonard on their roster. But if I had to guess wins, I will say, well, it's still the Eastern Conference, so I'm going to say between 49 and 52. Okay. I think that's a good 4th seed benchmark, and the floor is that we could still be a playing team that the
That's
spacing.
Like with injuries, though. That's with injuries, though.
Yeah, with injuries for sure. That the spacing could be as bad as it looks on paper. That we don't have as much of the facilitators that are necessary, that Davion Mitchell doesn't make the Drew Holiday leap that I want him to.
The Drew Holiday leap. Well, it's Drew Holiday leap or the Brunson leap. It's one of those two that people keep talking about. Is everybody Brunson?
Well, Peyton Pritchard's going to get the Brunson.
Yeah, Peyton Pritchard's going to get the Brunson leap. Is everybody Brunson?
Yeah.
But the ceiling, sky's the limit, really. Like when healthy, Giannis is without a doubt a top 5 player in this league.
Top 3.
And, for sure. So I can't wait to see how a Giannis and Bam Adebayo front court looks, and I am so excited. This is one of the most excitement I've had for a season within the off season, even before the Jimmy Butler years. I'm genuinely so ecstatic to see the Miami Heat this year.
So right now we can say that Yao Ming almost smiled when he saw the current state of basketball. Is that where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Fantastic. All right, well, we got one more thing to do. We're not even an hour 30 in, we're an hour 25 in. It's draft time, baby. It's draft time. You guys are all ready? You guys are ready? You guys can use your phones and research if you want to, but in the spirit of competition, I'm not going to.
I wrote the list of names in my notes.
Who's picking Dion Waiters? Let us know.
I am prepared.
Dion Waiters is actually my first pick.
All right, so Derrick will go first because he is the guest. How do we decide who goes second? Do you guys want to do rock paper scissors with this incredible delay?
I think whoever won the last 2 drafts should go second. Therefore,
how do we decide who won?
How do we decide
who won? Wait, who won that first one?
He didn't win. Russ didn't win, so it's me. I go second.
What?
Sure, buddy.
It's either me or Deuce. It's either me or Deuce. You want me to call up Deuce? You want me to call up Deuce? You want me to call up Deuce?
What game are we playing? It's called I Win.
Oh my god, whatever. Whatever. You win
tonight. You can go second.
I'll go second. Third, who wants to go third?
Go last.
The death spot? Nobody does.
He'll go last. So Russ will go last. Now, out of you two, who wants to go third? Knicks or Grizz?
Me.
We just gave him the serpentine spot.
It's not serpentine. It's not serpentine. It's fixed. It's not serpentine.
It's fixed.
Yeah, it's not serpentine. Sorry, Russ. Sorry, Russ.
That's kind of sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm hold too. I'm 4. Oh.
All right. I whatever.
Think about that. Well, shoot.
Maybe the joke was on me this whole time.
Yeah, maybe I was the bum. Why aren't we doing serpentine? Can I ask that question?
Because we always do serpentine. I want to do a fixed one right now.
The real One Piece is the friends we made along the way.
And
exactly.
Also, Grizz, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of chose to do fixed right now on the fly because Russ was so happy about going last. I wanted to rain on his parade. So there we go. That helps a little bit.
On my parade, going last is still the best. Doesn't matter.
No, it's not. You're holding. Anyways, so we're gonna let the guest start first.
Before Kami's gonna be thinking so hard on his third pick. I don't know.
No. I'm not doing brain blast. I'm not Jimmy Neutron, bro. So let's
Derrick Jones Jr.
So Derrick, what we're doing is Miami Heat. All-time draft starting 5. All right, we're doing starting 5.
Okay.
So we start on your watch. Are you ready, brother?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. LeBron James. All right. So
no.
Say it. No.
Actually, no.
What?
I give you Dwayne Wade. I'm so serious. Serious. I'm like I gotta pick who I genuinely believe is the greatest Heat player of all time. And I gotta go with Flash. I gotta go with Flash, man.
Flash. So you're getting 09 Wade. 09 Wade.
I have no regrets with passing on LeBron if I know that I'm getting
No regrets on the best version of the second greatest player of all time. I love it. I love the game. Love it.
This your warning shot. Chris, this your warning shot. Oh.
That's another wrestling thing, Russ. I just want you to know that. I know you don't know that. I know you don't know.
Whatever.
I don't want to know. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
It was
It's okay.
fun.
But just
anyways,
we'll move past it. It's okay.
He's gonna ignore the
I
fact.
can tell by Nick's joining in late that it was corny.
Right.
Like them two were in.
Nick, you're
Nick,
gonna
don't
take
talk about you like that. Nick, let him know something. Nick, you're gonna win this draft. Win this draft and show him about business.
Yes, I am.
Anyway,
yes, I am.
So whole house, man. So Derek, you get 2009 Dwayne Wade, right? 30 points, 7.5 assists. You get 2009 Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, genuinely give me Flash. Give me Flash.
I mean,
should
have won MVP in 09. Anyways, my pick, I'm going with 2013 LeBron James. 40% from three. You know, that's that. I'm gonna go with 2013 LeBron James, one of the top 5 greatest years we've seen by any player ever. All right. And who's number 3? It was Grizz. Were you 3? Or was Knicks 3?
Knicks was 3.
Knicks, go ahead. Who you pick? Giannis is draftable, by the way. Giannis is draftable.
He hasn't played yet. Is that fair?
No, he's on the roster.
He's won this year, so then it's gonna look like his draft was bad.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. He's on the roster. Go ahead.
But he genuinely hasn't played a Miami Heat minute, so we don't know.
Yeah, but he's on the roster.
Yeah, like we wouldn't do a Philadelphia draft.
But I mean, like
we don't literally. I don't think Giannis
you know what? You're right.
What if his whole entire skill set falls off a cliff? And this is the worst
what if he averages 4 points?
Let's be fair.
What if this is his Raptor Olajuwon year?
Oh, don't wish that on anybody.
Oh, wow.
Let's be clear. We are absolutely going to get to players and like the role players that we wouldn't take over any version of Giannis. So, right.
All right.
Shout out.
All right. With the third pick, I'm going with 95-96, Alonzo Mourning.
Shout out to
There it is.
Shout out to
Alonzo Mourning. 90. That was the year he was 1 DPOY, I think. He averaged 3 blocks.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, Grizz, go ahead. Who's your pick? Number 4 on the clock. There's no clock.
I guess I'll take Chris Bosh then. I don't really.
I don't know if that's the best pick.
Heat draft pick 4 is kind of sorry.
That's
the spot.
I got Bam Adebayo.
Got Bam Adebayo? All right,
let me write. Shoot.
Yeah, you had Bam.
I forgot.
You had Bam Adebayo. You had. See, this is my fault. This is my fault because I kept bringing up Chris Bosh. This is my fault. Hey, don't rip that. No. Hey, what shirt is that? What shirt is that?
83.
Chris, what shirt is that?
Hey, and I chose Bam. And I chose Bam at the 5th pick in honor of Jaden Daniels. Shout out, brother.
Yep.
Genuinely. Yep. Don't sue me.
God, I was so stupid. Shoot, I let him affect my thoughts, bro.
Russ, to be fair, do you think that might just be his mom? I don't know. That's what people are saying. That might just be his mom. Jaden McDaniels.
First off, grown man, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grown man, by the way. Like, he's been a grown man for years. There's no way you're. And then also, y'all can be goofy together.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Alonzo.
You argue nature versus nurture. I don't give a damn. Goofball.
Chris Bosh.
It's on you again, number 1.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me write this down. Hold on, so I don't forget. Russ, you got Bam. All right, go ahead, Derek. What's your number 2?
All right. Round 2. Give me peak bubble 2020 Jimmy Butler.
That's
why did I pick Chris? Am I stupid? What was I doing?
Hey,
really, the only reason I even thought for a half a second was between Jimmy and Bam. That's really what it was.
I'm so stupid. I was just thinking like really old. I don't know what I thought happened.
It was the consequence. This is the consequence of my own actions.
Damn, the little consequence of my own actions.
So,
God dang
you know what? To be fair, sowing is really fun. Reaping sucks. You didn't want to reap.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
No, reaping, top work. When I sow stuff, I'm like, yes. When I reap, I'm like, no.
Oh, man, I don't want this. I baked the cake. I don't want to eat it. I know I made the sandwich, but Subway, don't give it to me.
Yeah.
So
true.
So oh my god. So my next pick is gonna be in the same vein as Alonzo Mourning. I'm gonna go with Tim Hardaway.
Yes.
And with I gotta do this with Tim Hardaway, because the history.
Yeah.
All right, so after Tim Hardaway,
that froze Grizz.
Yeah, that did freeze Grizz. Let's just hope he comes back in time. Nix, who's your guy after Tim Hardaway?
Looks like the perfect frame to freeze on.
That is a good screen.
I'll go.
That is.
Yeah. Make that the thumbnail face for him.
All right, fine. I'll do it.
I'll go 94-95 Glenn Rice.
Shout out.
Great pick.
When he had the flat top. When he had the flat top.
Shot 41% from 3 that year.
Yep.
I can see they really want to stand on those narratives.
Okay, whatever. Who's your pick, Grizz?
Who did?
You got Glenn.
I took
Glenn Rice. G Rice. G Money.
Oh,
that's Grant.
You know what?
Never mind.
You know what? To be honest, guys.
Oh, here we go.
Someone's got to do it. Okay.
Nice.
Is this the best team ever? Maybe not.
He's about to.
Okay, but this isn't about making the best. It's about making the best Heat team.
Nice.
Ronnie Cycli.
Give me Udonis Haslem. We're back. Come on, guys. Let's go.
I appreciate it.
Come on.
He kind of good.
Hey, you gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him.
It's always so funny. Whenever I used to play NBA 2K15, and I did like the all-time teams. This was a little habit that I had before 2K did it. I was the one making all-time teams and stuff. I was finding any reason not to put Udonis Haslem on my all-time Heat team, but I was like, he's played so many years. So I made him like an 80 overall, like the lowest possible I could do for a Udonis Haslem type guy. I just put him on the team. So it's like the overall goes from 99, 95, 94, 91, 92, 88, 87, 85, 80. And he got 0 minutes. He was always on the bench. Now, Grizz, are you taking cornrow Udonis Haslem or mini fro Udonis Haslem? Which version? There are two versions of Udonis Haslem.
I froze for a minute.
Yo, move on. What is we doing?
What version? If we're going all in, we got to go all in.
That's a good question.
Choose the year.
The question is, what in corner?
So Dwight Howard.
I'm not gonna drag this out. I was gonna make a whole thing, but I'm not gonna drag it.
Move around, man.
So Dwight Howard is safe. The extra conversation would be for the Patreon. That's for later. All right, Russ.
You don't think Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem?
Go with Shaq.
All right, so
I forgot Shaq existed. That's a good.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised it took this long for Shaq. I was thinking about Shaq
for like second in MVP. Shaq. That's another guy you could have taken instead of Chris Bosh. Chris Shaq.
I knew Shaq was there. I just didn't want him. I want to make that clear.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, shut up.
All right, Derrick, go ahead.
Who's more of a Heat? Udonis Haslem or Shaq? I'm just.
You got D-Wade at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3. What do you want to surround them with?
Oh, okay. Because when I was thinking about it, there was one core player that I really
go ahead. Take Chris.
That
Quinn.
I
go ahead, take Chris
really
Quinn.
wanted, and it. I thought, okay, so it doesn't really make sense because I already have Wade and Jimmy. I already had Wade and Jimmy, right? And that's your shooting guard and your small forward, right?
3.
But forget it. I'm gonna slide Wade to my 1 and give me Eddie Jones.
Ooh.
I love you, dude. I fucking love you. Oh
I
my
had
God,
him
dude.
written down. I was really thinking about Eddie.
Listen,
Not a
Derrick,
big fan of the Dwayne Wade at the point guard fit.
my original. Well, he played point guard when he played with Eddie Jones. He played point guard when he played with Eddie Jones. So NBA Live 2004, NBA Live 2004. But listen, my original pick to wear for the jersey here was Eddie Jones, Miami Heat, number 6. Just so I could ask you who it was. You say LeBron. I'm like, nope, it's Jones. It's not James. And I just couldn't find it because I know I have too many jerseys. I love Eddie Jones. Actually, I think he's like a second cousin of Tyrese Halliburton, which is pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna go now.
His family tree.
It's on Basketball Reference. So
He's actually talked about it in interviews a couple times. That's why you know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my pick now. I'm not gonna lie. Since you went with Eddie Jones, we're going with those guys. Give me Lamar Odom. Give me Lamar Odom. Give me Lamar Odom. That 1 year of Lamar Odom. Give me Lamar Odom. Yep. All right, Chris.
You can say it 4 times. It doesn't make Lamar Odom better.
He was really good that year.
You skip Knicks. Why you say great? You skip Knicks.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, you need Lamar Odom on that sugar for him to be good.
He was great that year.
I'm sure we can splice on.
Yeah, we can.
We're in Miami after all.
This is
That's
Lamar
true.
Odom.
That's
This is
true.
Lamar
You know
Odom.
what?
Apparently,
When Knicks is right, he's right for once. You know what? This is.
You know what? I forget. This is a Kobe fan. He has to diminish all of Kobe's teammates. He has to diminish all of Kobe's teammates.
Is genuinely pretty good, but on the Lakers.
No, he averaged 17, 7, and 7 on the Heat. He was great on the Heat.
Shout out to the PRA.
He was their best player. He was their best player.
Yeah, I want you to keep that same energy when we talk this year basketball. Or shut up.
He was their best player. I don't make the rules. He was their best player. And they made the second round of the playoffs. Anyways, he was great on the Lakers. Good.
Shout out to Lamar Odom, man. Shout out to Lamar Odom lying on Kobe name. Hell,
right, go ahead. This was before he met Kobe. This is when he was. This is when he was hanging out with Michael Olowokandi, which is worse. Anyways, Knicks, go ahead.
It was not that candy.
All right. I mean, I probably should be addressing my point guard around this point. Give me 2016-17 Goran Dragic.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yes, sir.
That's a good. I was thinking about him, but I already had to.
I had Tim Hardaway written down. He was taken. I don't know why I thought he was going to be taken later than he actually was.
All right, Grizz, go ahead. Bosch and Udonis Haslem.
God dang it, bro! Everybody's taking scores. Shoot, man! Somebody's got to leave me with something.
Hey,
goodness.
Shaq don't sound so bad now, does he?
Yeah, Shaq doesn't sound so bad.
He said it like he was hurting somebody's feelings. I was like,
Ronnie Cycling, Pearl Washington.
Stretch 3, Chris Bosh.
Greg Oden. Stretch 3, Chris Bosh is so nasty.
So just a 3? There's no such thing as a stretch 3.
That's unbreakable, bro.
Hold on, wait. Stretch 3?
I'm 2 seconds away from making a real. You know what? I'm gonna take Steve Smith.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. Smitty. Hawks legend.
Everybody else got their guard, so I think I'm okay. We'll set this one up.
Smitty. He was good on the Heat, actually. Yeah, I remember. He was good on the Heat, and he was good on Heat and the Hawks. He was good on the Heat and the Hawks, yeah. And also, he made one of the coolest moves in basketball. You know, the fake spin on the side? Yeah. So shout out, that's a good pick. I think Duncan Robinson actually did that move a couple times, too. The Smitty fake spin. All right, Russ, go ahead. Bam, Shaq, and who else? You don't need any more big men.
Shane Battier.
Okay. Shout out to Shane Battier. All right. Shout out to the man with no skull. All right, Derek, go ahead. D-Wade. D-Wade, Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Give me Shaq.
You already have Shaq.
We already have Shaq. Okay.
Shaq. Sorry, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah. Bad Shaq and you got good Shaq. Yeah, both of them.
He tried to make you feel better, Chris. He tried to make you feel better.
Okay. Hassan Whiteside. Genuinely.
Hey. So now Kimmy has to either say Hassan Whiteside is bad, so his team can be better, or he has to admit that.
Second team all defense. 1 year.
Are we drafting just a starting 5? What are we drafting?
I need y'all to know right now. This is why accolades don't matter. That man, DeAndre Jordan, has a first team All NBA. I'm not doing this with nobody.
I mean, that should have been Marc Gasol's first team All NBA. Shout out to you, Grizz.
True.
It should have been. No, it's true.
Shout out
It
to the
literally
Grizzly
is
Prophet.
true.
Shout out Grizzly Prophet.
Dude, actually, can I take a little bit of a detour?
Just because he said a Grizzly player.
Can I take a little bit of a detour real quick? Because I just want to talk about a core memory that I had as a child. Like, I talked to you guys about how much I like Dwight Howard. He's one of my favorite players ever. Dude, in like 2013 when he was on the Lakers, he was still the best center in the NBA, but nobody would say it. I remember playing basketball at Grizz has been here before, the masjid, at the mosque, the basketball court there. It was in Atlanta, Al Farouk Masjid, and I was asking people, who do you think the best center in the NBA is? 2013. He's like, I like Marc Gasol. Brook Lopez is fine. I think Andrew Bynum is cool. Mind you, Andrew Bynum hadn't played at all that year. I like Brook Lopez, Marc Gasol. And then I said, what about Dwight Howard? And I immediately, 3 people at the same time, fuck Dwight Howard. That was so fucking funny.
It's a weird relation of things there. Those collection of centers.
I mean, the center position in the 2010s was so bad. It was awful.
It is bad, but I'm just saying, I noticed something.
Like I said, DeAndre Jordan, first team All NBA. Just remember that.
Oh, they also mentioned Roy Hibbert. There you go, Grizz. They also mentioned Roy Hibbert. So, not all the way.
There we go.
Okay. But I mentioned Dwight Howard. And they were like, fuck Dwight Howard. I was like, what? He was still the best center in the NBA that year, even though he was playing with that massive lump on his back. Shout out to Kobe for calling him soft, even though that shit wasn't true. It wasn't.
Yeah.
After Hassan White said, all right, Bron, Tim Hardaway, Lamar Odom. Who do we have here? So I have my 3, 4, and I have my 1. So I need a 2 and I need a 5. I'm thinking of going with some. I could go with him for my 5.
I think you should pick Brian Cook.
Quinn Cook, you mean? Brian Cook played for the Lakers and the Magic, not Brian Cook. You want to give me Shaq again?
Was that the wrong name? I feel like Brian Cook is correct. I feel like I'm right.
Give me Shaq again.
Brian Cook played with Kobe. Brian Cook played with Kobe.
Oh, no, not Brian Cook.
He was the big 7-foot center who shot threes. Yeah.
Wrong name. I know who I'm thinking of, but his name's not Brian Cook.
Quinn Cook. It's okay. His name is Quinn Cook. So I'm not going to lie. I need a 2 and I need a 5. Give me... I'm trying to think if I can think of anyone else. Let's see, 2005, 2006, 2007. Yep, I'm going to go with Ronnie Cycli. Give me Ronnie Cycli for my 5.
Boring. Sorry, I had to hate. I gotta get the hate off.
I mean, the center position is running pretty thin. So, Knicks, go ahead. Alonzo, Glenn Rice, Goran Dragic. You have your 1, 2, and your 5. Glenn could play the 3.
Oh, I have my 1. It's Dragic.
Yeah. But yeah,
you
have your 1, 2, and your 5. You need a 3 and a 4.
Yeah. Okay. No, I misunderstood.
Everybody's.
I'm probably gonna end up moving Glenn Rice to the 3.
Yeah, he played the 3 when he was in Miami.
Yeah, and shoot, I'm kind of going in between 2 people right now. And you know what? I know him. It's who I had in my head. It's who I'm going to stick with. I am going with 2019-20 Duncan Robinson.
Oh. Okay.
You need to have someone. You need to have someone on the team. You need to have one less ego on the team. Duncan Robinson will get his 12 points on 44% from downtown.
I hated him in the 2020 playoffs. I hated him in the bubble 13 so much. Oh, I hated him so much in the bubble. I can't even tell you. I hated I hated him in Hero. I hated them.
He was such a inconsistent player. Fucking Duncan Robinson on the Heat.
But in the bubble, though? In the bubble,
he was lights out. That's who I'm going with. I'm going with 1920 Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, in the bubble, bro. All right. So, Chris, you have Bosh, Udonis Haslem, and Steve Smith. You need a 1 and a 3.
You laughing? Why are you?
You know I'm laughing.
Hey, why are you laughing? Why are you
know
doing
I'm laughing.
What do you mean by?
You know I'm laughing. Go ahead. Who's your next pick?
Has anybody picked Caron Butler yet?
No, they haven't. You want Caron Butler?
I'm gonna take Caron Butler.
That's a good shot.
Shout out to Caron Butler. Shout out to Caron Butler. You might need some straws for him to chew on, but shout out to Caron Butler.
We got Steve Smith at the 2, Caron Butler at the 3.
You need
Chris
a
Bosh
point
is my
guard.
foe.
You need a point guard. We'll get to that.
I
All
got
right, Russ, Bam, Shaq, Shane Battier, who?
Actually, Chris Bosh is my 5. You know, Haslam my 4. There we go.
Yeah, I figured.
Fix that.
Haslam
couple
at your
of them
5.
did.
So.
You know what? I
We
actually go
running up and down the court.
Get Davion Mitchell. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you do need a point
Yes.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pushing an agenda. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Davion Mitchell. I will say, shout out to Davion Mitchell for surviving the Sacramento Kings. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I got to give him that.
Yes.
Survived the Sacramento Kings. And that shitstorm that they had. Hey, remember they
Yeah.
drafted? I think they drafted point guards in 4 back-to-back drafts, and I don't think a single one is on the team anymore.
First off, you're not going to disrespect Davion Mitchell.
That's
Shout
not
out to the
bad.
best player in the playing game.
I fuck
Yeah.
with Davion Mitchell, and I like Davion
For
Mitchell
sure.
even more
Hey,
with the
he
fact
knows I'm right, too. He knows I'm right. He went
Yeah.
He was.
and Melo had to take, like, damn near 30 shots to get there. And for some reason, he couldn't hit his 3, but was hitting everything inside the arc, which is so
Yeah.
unlike LaMelo. I have no
Yeah.
reason why.
Russ, this isn't Davion slander. This is King slander. There you go. This is King slander.
Yep.
I fuck with
You
Davion.
diminishing Davion, man.
You're not going to hear anything from me about Davion. Davion's a good player. Now, I hope Devin Carter gets out of that system because Devin Carter, Lord, please get out of that system and shave your head too, please. Anyways, why did you look up, Chris? See, Grizz, not all of us can be blessed with a hairline like yours. All right, this guy right here. See, Grizz used to have the podcast with like the camera stopping here, so nobody could see his hairline, as if he had a bad one. But now it's like in a better position.
It's a better hairline than mine.
Do you see this?
Like you see that chick going up. I'm not gonna have my hair by the time I'm 35.
Thankfully, I got my mom's genes. Anyways.
How old are you, Nix?
I'm 24.
Damn.
You thought I was 30, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Everybody thinks I'm fucking 30.
Dude. Him saying damn to someone's age. Him saying damn to someone's age is crazy.
Right?
You're
not the first person who thought that.
Nix, I want you to know. I
don't even get Carter anymore. It's because I got the fucking beard. That's what it is. I got the fucking scraggy facial
Russ,
hair.
you wrong for that, bro. You wrong for that.
That in my eyes.
This man's trying.
I almost have a decade on him. Oh my lord.
Oh my god. What are you, 33?
Hey, you know what, guys?
33, 32?
God's favor ain't fair.
All right. Well, Russ. You know, you and Knicks only have you and Knicks only have so long because white people expire when they turn 40. So enjoy the time that you have.
First off, they actually expire like 28.
You're right.
That lets you know something about
I feel
me.
myself expiring.
Shout out to
Larry's
my guy
Larry's
Levi.
clear.
He's already got the blood DNA on me. He thinks I'm at least 52% Dagestani.
I mean, the beard doesn't. Yeah.
It doesn't help. It really don't though.
It doesn't. So Derrick, you have D Wade, Jimmy Butler, Eddie Jones, Hassan Whiteside. You need a 4.
Right, and I'm ready to pick my 4, and I'm picking. I'm so ready. I'm picking someone. I'm picking someone from the 2016-17 season, and I genuinely think that in this specific year when he was on the Heat is probably his best individual year of his career. If I can be biased, right? And he got. I just realized that he got 5th place vote in 6th man of the year. Give me James Johnson.
Yeah.
Pretty good one.
Get those boxing gloves ready. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He was definitely on my small board, not my big board, on my small board.
I will say Miami Heat James Johnson was a decent player. He was Miami and Raptors.
Miami and Raptors.
Yeah, Miami and Raptors James Johnson.
Y'all let me get Bam.
He's played everywhere, so like it's arguable of like where he was at his best, but I generally believe that this specific season is James Johnson's best season, in my opinion.
He's still playing.
I know that. I'm not acting like he's retired. I'm not saying that he's retired.
A lot of people think he's retired. He's still playing, which is crazy.
I know.
Hey, I wouldn't blame you for thinking he's retired. The last 2 years, people probably thought he was retired. They thought he was a fan that just came to the Pacers game and started beating people up.
I mean, he's playing the Udonis Haslem role on the Pacers.
Pacers, yes,
Right.
yeah, basically.
Right.
Ironically, Udonis hasn't played more
Our
than
whole team nice.
our whole team. Nice. All right. So you got James Johnson. I have Braun, Tim Hardaway, Lamar Odom, Ronnie Cycli. I need a two. I need a two guard, and this guy plays like a two. He's a bit taller. I'm surprised he fell to me. Give me Jamal Mashburn.
Fuck.
Yeah, give me Monster Mash. Give me Jamal
God
Mashburn.
damn it.
Yeah, Jamal Mashburn. I fuck with Jamal Mashburn.
I wrote that shit down. I had all the confidence in the world now.
You thought you were the only '90s guy here, huh?
I guess so.
No,
damn.
nah, bro.
All right, hold on.
Russ knows this. Russ said,
Ooh.
"You sure have a thing for role players in the '90s and 2000s who average 15 points a game once."
They say that
Shout,
before.
shout out to
But
the
I am
Emeka
impressed by the
Okafor.
small Mashburn pick. Not bad. I'm not mad at
Yeah,
it.
shout out to the Okafor jersey in my closet right now that I will wear soon. Anyways, when we do the Hornets, when we do the Charlotte Hornets video, that'll come up. Anyways, Knicks, you got Alonzo, Glenn Rice, Goran, and Duncan Robinson. You need a 4.
I do, and I had a feeling Jamal Mashburn was going to get snatched, so I have a backup. Give me 91-92 Grant Long.
You know what? I think he averaged 17 a game.
Underrated.
It was like
super underrated.
15 and 8. He had a couple steals, I think.
Yeah. I was thinking you'd go
super
Grant
underrated.
Long. I was thinking you'd go Grant Long or PJ Brown. I'm not gonna lie, one of those.
I had
two.
PJ Brown written down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just went towards Grant Long. I did have PJ Brown here though.
Grizz, you got Bosh, Udonis Haslem, Steve Smith, and Crum Butler. Boy, if this was 2006, woo!
Ooh.
This point guard room is rough.
He's genuinely
guys.
about to make a team that could have played together. That probably did play together.
Yeah. I can pick a guy for you. I think I know who the top guy is left on the board.
No, I got it. We're gonna take a point guard.
Don't take Mario Chalmers. Don't take Mario Chalmers.
Oh, wait.
No. We're taking a fake point guard. He's not a real point guard.
Not a real point guard. Okay.
No one else wants to do it. No one else is gonna give this guy respect. And even though I don't like him that much, it's fine.
Justice Winslow.
Tyler Hero, it's okay, buddy.
Oh,
Tyler Hero, I got you.
Thank you. I was actually, and even though he's not on my team anymore, and even though I got a bunch of reasons to dislike Tyler Hero right now, if he went undrafted and just like the general,
he's not undrafted.
It was for me a little while ago. It was between him and Duncan Robinson.
That's so nasty.
Come on.
There was a point where I thought about taking him. At this point, I was not going to take him anymore.
I was thinking it was between him and Jamal Mashburn for my 2. I went with Mashburn. All right, Russ, you have the last pick. You have the last pick of the draft. So you have Bam, Shaq, Shane Battier, Davion Mitchell. You need a 2.
Do I?
I would have just drafted Jimmy, man. Christ. Christ, bro.
I mean, I'll just say,
he was thinking about trolling.
Let's have fun.
Go take Michael Beasley, bro. Come on.
That's all I'm gonna do, actually.
And Michael Beasley.
I was between Ray Allen and Michael Beasley, and I'm like, I'm going Michael Beasley.
I should have got my Beasley
jersey
from out the closet. I should
have
got
Beasley,
my Beasley jersey.
You know, BR released an article a while ago, and it was top 50 Heat players, and Michael Beasley is 11th.
Yeah.
Which is just not true.
So I wrote a bunch of names down, like a bunch of Heat names off the dome, and there were 6 that went undrafted: Jason Williams, Mike Miller, PJ Brown, Mario Chalmers, Dan Marley, Ray Allen.
Dan Marley, yeah. I think
I'm gonna pick Jason Williams. My mind between was Ray Allen was more for fit, but I like Michael Beasley just more as a player. Just in general.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, Russ. You could play him at the 2. Michael Beasley was a 2 in a 4's body. You could do that. You could. I
could put him anywhere. The
you have to guard to.
My 2 to 4 is perfectly switchable. It doesn't matter.
Grizz, he can't guard anybody, not just 2s. That doesn't matter. He can't guard anybody. All right.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, it don't matter. Hey, you ain't getting to the rack on my team. You ain't getting to the rack. It don't matter.
Don't worry, I built my team on only mid-range buckets, so we don't have to get down there.
And guess what? We ain't worried about that.
Right.
We got Shane Battier.
I think
That's staunch defense. He ain't making no mistakes either.
Oh,
Shane Battier and Gordon Chris Bosh. We're gonna see.
I do think that Dan Marley is the best player out of that group that went undrafted. But I was getting ready to say that Tyler Hero would have been the best player undrafted if we didn't take him.
So I was gonna pick Jason Williams instead, and I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do Hero like this, bro.
I would have.
I'm not gonna do Hero like that. That's
I
not
would have
fair
did
to
Hero
him,
like
bro.
that.
I would do Hero like that, but not for Jason Williams. I'm good off that. Not Jason Williams.
Hey, that's Mr. Football in West Virginia right there. You respect.
True, but them stats
Russ,
is nasty.
Russ. Jason Williams. You remember that Jason Williams interview? You and Randy Moss against these NBA duos. LeBron and Wade. Yeah, we gonna get beat. Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, we gonna get beat.
Steph and Clay. Yep, Steph will take care of all of us. Katie and Russ. Yep, Katie will take care of us. We're going 0 for 7.
Why are they even asking that question?
Hey,
what type
he
of question
be honest,
is that?
and whoever be paying him, they'll be paying him well because that boy be in the Red Roof Ends in his little interviews. When he was watching the fight, I said, "Wait a minute! Even I work for a regular company, and I don't be at the Red Roof Inn." Oh Lord, they hate that man.
Let me sort this team. Let me sort these teams by position real quick, and then we'll go over everything. Oh my God. So remind me again, Russ. You took Davion Mitchell, Shane Battier, Michael Beasley, Shaq, and Bam, right?
Yeah, maybe Bam would be my 4, but sure, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that I'm not doing it by position. And this is such a weird fucking lineup, dude.
Mine?
Yes.
How's mine weird? It's just supersized.
All right. Finally, I got it set up. So Derrick's lineup is D Wade, Eddie Jones, Jimmy Butler, James Johnson, and Hassan Whiteside. No threes, just mid range. Just mid range.
That's man.
All right. Mine is Tim Hardaway, Jamal Mashburn, LeBron, Lamar Odom, and Ronnie Cycli, running y'all up and down the court. Knicks' lineup is Goran Dragic, Glenn Rice, Duncan Robinson, Grant Long, and Alonzo. That's the three-point shooting lineup. Grizz is Tyler Hero, Steve Smith, Caron Butler, Udonis Haslem, Chris Bosh. They'll punch you in the face and get rebounds. And Russ's lineup is Davion Mitchell, Michael Beasley, Shane Battier, Bam, and Shaq. That's the defensive lineup. That's the defensive lineup. Well, Michael Beasley on it, but yeah, that's the defensive lineup.
Hey, that's still 6'9" right there. That's still 6'9" long.
But with that being said, that almost concludes actually this episode of the Mouse in the House podcast. Derrick, I want to talk to you about something else before we get off.
Yeah.
You got to talk about how we met in person because it's a very funny story.
For sure. So, we met at John Cena's last match,
yes,
and
last match.
I was connecting with Kami the whole day. I was like, "Yo, I know
you're gonna be, all this."
Yeah, like make it work, and then like I'm DMing him through Twitter like, "Yo, what section are you gonna be at?" And then like I'm getting delayed because he's probably not looking at his phone. He's probably paying attention
and the internet
to everything.
That great. The internet wasn't that great in the arena. The internet was not that great.
It's never that great in Capital One, but I found his section, and I can't remember who he was sitting next to.
It was some dude with an afro.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested in what else of the story is so intriguing to you that
it's so funny because I don't remember telling you the section I was in. I think you like triangulated my location. I think you saw from what section I was tweeting from, like what section I was taking videos from, and then you kind of looked in that direction, and then you saw me there. And then the next thing I know, I turn around, I see him right next to me. Like, dude, it was so like I was scared as shit. I was like, I never told him where I'm at. I was gonna tell him, but I had to sit down first. So I see him right next to me. He's like, "Hey, dude, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's up, dude?" We took
Swear
our
you gave me the
picture.
number though.
Yeah, I scared the shit out of. He scared the shit out of me. But yeah,
I'm almost certain you gave me the number. Whether
did I give it to you?
it wasn't. It might have been in Instagram DMs because like when in our Twitter DMs, I'm just telling you about my experience in Atlanta, and that was a
Yeah.
whole other thing.
Yeah, dude, literally I don't see it in the I don't see it in our Twitter DMs. I don't see it at all.
Yeah,
It
but
might have been on
I
Instagram.
don't know. I don't know. Like that. Like your perception of like me finding you in Capital One Arena. That is like hilarious.
Yeah, no, now I'm looking at it. No. Oh, I did. I sent you a picture of where my ticket was gonna be like at all the way at the beginning. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at our IG DMs. I did send you a picture of that. But at that point, I had completely forgotten. And then you show up next to me, you fucking scare the shit out of me.
Oh
And
yeah,
you
I think I. Hey, I don't know.
Hey,
I get by pure chance. By pure chance,
literally by
honestly.
pure chance. I'm glad I could meet you, and I'm glad we got to see that last match because I'm still a defender of that last match. I think it was great. Grizz doesn't like it. Nix, I don't know what his opinion is. Russ doesn't watch wrestling.
I thought it was good.
What do I not like? I was
John
not paying
Cena's
attention.
last match. John Cena's last match.
I thought the match was great.
The decision was
I
sorry. I
think
think the match was good.
I
Okay,
thought
okay.
I thought the decision was good. I think it was funny. I think how like everyone reacted to it. I thought that was very funny. But overall, I thought it was pretty.
Can y'all do your impersonation of him tapping out? Just
The thing that made it sorry was that they made a pay per view to display all these people, have them lose in like 5 minutes, like every match leading up to it, and I was like, man, I really hope that like my childhood superhero that we've hoed over and over and over again over his last year can just
because
get his. Because
we
like
literally were
Gunther,
talking on the podcast about how bad his retirement run before this was. Before
yeah,
the last match, we
Yeah.
were talking about it.
Gunther didn't need that win at all. Like it helped him, duh, but I don't think he needed it.
Did it
So
help him?
I think him beating a big bad for the last time would have been just like a euphoric, like reclaiming feeling, especially considering how much bad will you already had for the entirety of the run as a whole. Like him losing, I know a lot of people that just stopped watching after that.
Yeah,
They just were like,
Which
I'm
it was
done.
gonna
Well,
happen
that's just because the
anyway.
rest
I
of the
feel
show
like
wasn't.
if
It was
That's
had
just
gonna
because
you
the rest
happen.
of the
given them
show
that,
wasn't
you might have had
good.
more. And the
That's
rest
just
of
because
the
the
show
rest of the
was
show's
good.
not good.
I was
Yeah.
less pissed off about the Cena match and more pissed off is how they did Obafemi. Dude,
Yeah,
that was
they
so
don't.
stupid. They hold Obafemi bad. Derek, you remember that? He lost in like 5 minutes. He
Yeah.
got DQ'd in like 5 minutes.
No, I know. I swore it was DQ by Drew McIntyre, was it
Yeah,
not?
Drew McIntyre in 5 minutes. Then they teased Oba versus Drew, and then that never happened. And I don't even want to go into what they're having Oba do now. It's so fucking stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm good on that, by the way. I don't want to. I'm good on Drew.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good on Chudentire. I'm good on Chudentire.
He's physically washed. Unfortunately,
He's physically
We're
washed,
good.
and you know what? Go hang out with Vince. Just go. Vince wants you to go to another birthday party. Just do that. You know?
he was the chosen one after all.
Who chose you? Huh? What was his name?
What was his name?
Tell me. What paragon of good virtue chose you? Oh man.
Yeah.
Derek,
Let
unfortunately,
Drew
we're almost done here.
McIntyre let Drew McIntyre get pinned by Zilla Fatu now if he's here.
Oh my god, he is.
He's gonna get pinned by a good worker. I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
All right, you know what? That's the end of the podcast.
That was too far.
Yeah,
I killed
that's
it.
too
All right.
too far. That's too far. All right, that's too far. We're ending it. It's out the mud. Anyways, so Derek, get your item, guys. Get your items, get your items, get your items.
I got mine.
So now that this podcast is a couple minutes away from ending, maybe 1 minute, Derek, anything you want to say? Let us know where to find you. Let them know where to find you.
Okay, well, you can, as mentioned earlier, you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at DiehardDerrick, the Derrick spelled Derrick,
And it
and
should be.
Right. I'm posting a lot of NFL content as we get into it. If you're a Ravens fan, even if you're not, just like if you're a lover of sports, I feel like my accounts will be great. You can also follow me on DiehardDerrick on Instagram as well. And yeah.
All right, that's fantastic. And you know what? Now that what, since we're talking about the Ravens, just wanted to say rest in peace to Chuck. Rest in peace to Chuck, Derek. If you know, you know. Purple Rain era.
Yeah, that
Rest
was
in
my
peace to
guy
him, man. Yeah, one of the best.
for
But
sure.
with that being said, anything you other guys want to say before we end this thing?
Um,
I had Indian food for the first time,
Yeah,
like 3 days ago.
he said it
It
was
was
good.
delicious.
Yeah,
He said it was good.
yeah. If I can make the point about the item that I have, so I was looking. I have a bag right next to me with clothes that don't fit me anymore or clothes that I don't want to wear anymore.
Yep.
So my item that I brought I think is really special. It's a T-shirt. It's right here.
Oh, yep. That's old school right there.
We.
That's one of my least favorite playoff series ever. That was Heat versus Celtics 2020. I wanted both sides to lose. Yep,
Yep.
I remember that. I remember that.
Bubble hero, man.
Bubble Hero. Yep. We're not going to talk about his defense because that's just beating a dead horse. He's not on the team anymore.
I heard hero is stable. Please God.
And with that, that's the
where's the
end.
community note?
Where's the community? With that, that's the end of the Mouse in the House podcast. Oh yeah, another thing I want to say. I went to my first WNBA game a few days ago. I'm not gonna lie, WNBA low key might be better than the NBA. Like in terms of pace and
It's a very
physicality,
different energy.
it clears the NBA in terms of pace and physicality. I'll say that. That shit is fun to watch. They don't let you sit down. Like genuinely, I
Yeah.
was trying to take my phone out to record something. I literally couldn't because so much shit was happening. So much shit was happening. I literally couldn't put my phone out to record. I just watched and I was like, I just witnessed greatness. Marina Mabry is a fucking bucket. I'll say that too. Marina Mabry is a bucket and a half. All right, I'm tripping over my words because of how good she was, but damn. Anyways, with that being said, this concludes episode 25 of the Mouse in the House podcast. Told y'all next episode was going to be with the Miami Heat, and it was. Hopefully, we'll try to do another one next week with the Toronto Raptors if that fucking trade goes through, which I don't even know when it will. But
I'm saying.
until then,
Hey, not
if we are all ready, if we are all in position,
a mushroom.
Russ, what's your
Wow.
item?
That
Russ,
is
you don't
a
have
mushroom.
anything.
Oh, I do. I do.
He's using his mind.
We pushing the
Oh,
agenda.
there it is. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm exploding your
I was
mind.
just inspecting everybody else's item. A mushroom and a fidget spinner. It's not
Yep.
2019.
All right, here we go. In 3,
2019 would even
2,
be late for a
1.
fidget spinner.
Everybody take care.